Howdy, gang. Sound test, yes, okay. Lord of the Rings Golems made by Daedalic? I didn't even know it had a Steam page. Alright, I love Lord of the Rings. Welcome back to Pillars of the Earth. We asked the bishop to send an army to stop what's-his-face from trying to overthrow the king, I guess. And soldiers just marched into our church's courtyard, so that's likely who this is. And that's what happened.
What is this?
It's an invasion, that's what it is.
No, I have to find my brother. Brother Philip, I'm afraid these soldiers are looking for your brother. He has just arrived. 2 of them followed him into the cloister.
No.
They said they're looking for someone.
They were questioning some of our brothers.
Oh, so since we're in like the second half of this, I expect more tense stuff to be happening. Which definitely is at the moment, right? But you know, because the game was released episodically, they want like a good cliffhanger, like high tension, whatever, to keep you wanting more. Which kind of works for the pacing, actually, since there's 3 episodes. Like, it's never gonna feel like episode 2 was lame in comparison. It's obviously gonna add something good.
What is happening here?
Return to your brothers, monk.
We'll question you soon enough.
Oh, okay. Was it space I hold? Yeah. I get inside right here. Hey, it's William Hamleigh.
What's your name?
Incel.
It would be easier for us all if you just came with us.
What about the child?
This child.
Is it yours?
Francis.
Like it or not, you'll be coming with us.
We were looking for you.
What are you doing here? And who is... Who is that?
I found him. In the woods.
Hey!
Hey!
We fed him goat's milk in St. John's. Johnny Eightpence did. He says he misses you.
He was always very sentimental.
Hey!
Philip, you must not tell these men my name. My Lord Robert of Gloucester believes me to be in Winchester.
I gave the letter to the bishop. He said he'd help.
May God have mercy on us. I was wrong to send you.
What is it?
These men are with the bishop. He is here, in Kingsbridge.
The bishop is here?
Hey, you two. You should listen when you're spoken to. Who are you? And what about the child?
Did you make it? Did you 2 do it and make a little baby? By God, you look so funny. Oh, come on, let me hold him.
A name? Or both of your names? Come on, you two.
Baby.
Give us something we can work with.
The child is under my protection.
Said we was playing a point and click, Andrew. Based on one of the best books ever written that you've never heard
What's
of.
your name? And don't pretend you can't talk, because I'm sick of listening to you.
I am Philip. Philip of Gwynedd.
Been sitting in my backlog forever.
It's him we're looking for, not the other one.
Monks, they all look alike.
We were looking for you. Bishop Wailerun wants to see you.
Oh,
We found him. He's here. Tell the bishop.
I found the monk. The bishop. Tell the bishop.
Go on, monk. We'll all keep an eye on you.
You will be safe. We've come just for you, so move.
Wonder if he's gonna call me out for lying to him.
Go ahead. That's him. That's a monk.
Tell the bishop.
That's a big sword.
I thought he would at least be taller than me.
What is going on here, Philip?
I
don't know.
He's expecting you.
And just walks into my home uninvited.
Philip. There you are.
The Right Reverend Bishop Wailerun, by God.
Philip and I are already acquainted.
You were looking for me, my bishop?
I was. Remigius, Philip does look distressed, does he not?
Yes, he does.
Tell me, what is on your mind?
You.
Soldiers have invaded the priory.
Invaded? Oh, of course. I have gotten too used to the presence of knights and nobles. The work of a bishop. The reason why these men are outside right now is your letter, Philip.
Both these guys are so evil as fuck.
As I suspected, it did convince my allies to go against the Earl of Shiring. These allies of mine insisted that their knight should accompany me along with their son, and very soon they will ride against the Earl.
I understand, my bishop.
Philip, I have the feeling that there is a storm rising. Right here, in Kingsbridge. And in the eye of that storm stands one man. You.
Jesus Christ.
Around you, things begin moving. Don't they, Remigius?
Yes.
But there is one important thing you have kept from me.
There is? My bishop?
You calling me out?
You did not mention that you, Philip, were nominated to be Prior of Kingsbridge.
Ah, thank God.
I...
Ah.
The brothers here will elect their new Prior today, will they not?
The election will take place in a few hours, my bishop.
We need a strong Prior. James was my friend, but a strong Prior he was not. We are in agreement on these matters, are we not, Remigius?
Of course, Right Reverend. The bishop and I agreed you should have this.
What? And you? I'm touched. Inspect. Documents is found by Sub-Prior Remigius at the river near the spot where Kingsbridge Old Prior was believed to have broken into the ice. Why does it not scroll with the wheel? To this day, James' grave in the cathedral remains empty. The icy stream most likely carried the prior's body away. The monks believe that James was chased onto the ice in the small hours of Christmas Day. Some believe by the devil himself, but who is to tell what happened, for there was no one out on the river that night aside from Prior James, was there? Sound like Remigius followed him, from what I gathered. And he's still not getting the position. What a sad turn of events for him. Philip received the rosary in January of 1136 from Remigius and the Bishop Wailerun as a token of goodwill and trust on the day of the election of new Prior of Kingsbridge.
Very well. Now, when your distinguished guests arrive, what will be the subject of your first sermon as the new prior of Kingsbridge?
Jesus. I feel like this would just feel like shitting on Remigius. We need to make him our friend, so we can't do that. And this sounds about right.
I think what I would talk about is... I beg your forgiveness, but I do not understand.
Most of your brothers agree with me on this matter. Remigius has talked to them. They will vote for you.
As will I. And I will support you in your duties in my role as sub-prior.
A role you have fulfilled wonderfully in the past, Remigius. Wonderfully.
My bishop?
Philip of Gwynedd. You will be the new prior of Kingsbridge.
In humbleness, I stand before you, most humbled by your trust and humbled by the great tasks ahead of us. We must restore Kingsbridge to do justice to the glory of God and to his mercy. The desperate and the hopeless everywhere shall hear our bells. They shall see our towering cathedral. Our great church will become a guiding light, but first and foremost, through our actions and our faith, we ourselves shall be such a light to the lost, the hurt, and the suffering on their path to God.
The Earl of Shiring is not in attendance, it seems.
He is not. Shameful. He's busy preparing his siege on Winchester.
I trust he does not know we are about to foil his plans, Percy.
Answer the bishop, my husband.
No, he does not expect us, not at all. My men are ready.
So is our son.
Excellent. Excellent.
That man has a wet mouth. Whispering in my ear. Really uncomfortable.
There you are. What's the matter?
Did I have a father?
Yes. Everyone has a father.
Where he's at.
What happened to him?
He died before you were born.
How could he be my father if he died before I was born?
Babies grow from a seed. The seed comes out of a man's prick and is planted in a woman's cunny. Then the seed grows into a baby in her belly, and when it's ready, it comes out.
Sounds about right. Is Tom gonna fuck?
Is Tom gonna plant a seed in you?
Maybe.
Then you will have a new baby.
A brother for you. Would you like that?
I don't care. Tom's taken you away from me already.
He's known the man for like a week.
Make a difference.
Nobody will ever take me away from you.
What was my father's name?
Jack, the same as you. They called him Jack Sherberg.
So, if there's another Jack, I can tell people that I'm Jack Jackson?
You can. People don't always call you what you want them to, but you can try. What is that? Jack, find the others. Then hide and don't come out till I tell you.
Oh, there's the incel smile. Oh yeah. That kid got his ass beat and ran away. We didn't need him. I'll have to do some crack stuffing.
Oh, there are at least 200 of them at the river.
Knights, again? What colors do they wear?
They are not knights, Philip.
They say they cannot pay.
Oh.
It is all right, Brother Paul.
I told them that there's a toll.
Who is your leader? Who will speak for you?
No one will speak for us, monk.
We were chased from every village.
They are outlaws.
We are no outlaws.
Where's your big red
We
banner?
come from Earl's Castle.
They killed our men.
My child! They killed my child!
By God. We cannot feed you. We barely have enough for ourselves.
We can give them shelter, they can eat themselves.
We will give them shelter.
Philip, we have not enough room.
All these houses are empty, what you talking about?
We will give you all shelter, all of you.
I wish I had more to give.
More? We've given away almost all the food we have. What will these poor people eat tomorrow?
Before they came
God's
here,
daily
they
bread,
fed
of course.
themselves. They worked. Surely they can do that again.
Like a once-a-day spell.
There are
Level
more
0.
coming. Word is spreading fast.
What do we do now, Philip?
Give me the rest of the bread.
But...
Here, Philip.
The last bread. I am the decider. No one in this priory has more power than I.
Then help to clean out the empty houses and tend to the injured.
You heard our prior, brothers.
One roll to rule them all. Oh shit, I actually have 3. And a Bible. Whew. Children without parents, injured people. And they're probably gonna die. Can't do anything for them, we ain't got doctors. Children, maybe. Refugees. Hungry women and children, yeah, they probably want the bread. Dying man. With a child, he's pregnant, how progressive. Refugees. Well, hungry people.
How do we deserve this? Why has God forsaken us?
He has not forsaken you.
But our children are sick. Our husbands were killed.
Alright, these women are confirmed breedable. That means they are
Take some
breadable.
bread for your children.
This is not enough.
He has more bread. I saw it.
Please, our children are starving.
Give us bread for our children.
You ungrateful cunts. I'll give it to the actual children.
The children are all alone. None of them are crying.
Wow, what the fuck happened to the redhead?
Children, take some food.
Look at that, she's a fucking mummy.
Please, take it. You have to eat. Here, I will put it here. Eat when you're hungry.
You better eat it, you bastards. You can't be too depressed. Now, ingrates, injured, or refugees. I'll give it to them. Why not?
Thank you, Prior, for your clemency. I know there's only so much you can do.
See, they're nice people. They get to live.
Oh, thank you. We'll make it last as long as we can. Prior, I was a farmer in Earl's Castle. I could help you here. I can work.
God bless you.
Please, give some to those
Give
people
it
over
to
there.
us! We have Why did this happen? What did we
Our
do
children
wrong?
will die in this cold.
They should have given a sermon to injured people.
Well, we can work.
Philip's notes on the refugees. Some of them are horrible. I sat with the refugees who had sought shelter at our priory. They told me horrifying stories. Politically, the seizure of Earl's Castle was a strategic move to support King Stephen. But for these men, women, and children, it was a great tragedy. They told me of William Hamleigh and 3 other horsemen leading an army of knights. They trampled those who fell, set their houses ablaze, lots of overkill, and yelled at them to scream louder. The townspeople fled, nothing to take with them and nowhere to go. Just hearing about it sent shivers down my spine. If we had not gotten involved, this would not have happened.
Philip, we are running out of room.
Have you done as I told you?
We have cleared out the houses and put up fires. All houses are occupied, and our brothers are treating the sick and injured.
There is still some room in the guest house and in the dormitory. Tomorrow, we will open the cathedral. We need all the room we can get.
Prior Philip?
Yes?
I am Tom, Master Builder, and I'd like to rebuild your northwest tower.
Dear God, you look even worse than the others. Like they haven't eaten in days.
They just don't stop coming, do they?
I have worked on Salisbury Cathedral. My last employer was the Earl of Shiring himself. I know my craft. If you let your tower collapse, it may tear down parts of the nave. Hire me, and I'll make it strong again.
We ain't got money, bruv.
I wish I could hire you. Repairs would cost much, and we have nothing.
That child? You are raising a child?
My brother found Jonathan in the woods and brought him here. The poor boy would have frozen to death if it hadn't been for God's great mercy.
You just give him the most generic name possible.
Look, I am sorry, but all I can offer you is a place to sleep.
I'll accept. But I'd rather earn it. We didn't come here to beg.
Ask God, then. That wouldn't be begging, it'd be prayer.
You remember what I told you about the kindness of monks? Ask God. That wouldn't be begging, it would be prayer.
Oh, I will pray. I will pray for a thunderbolt to strike the church and level it to the ground.
I wonder if they refused us because of me.
We just go home. Our cave looked pretty dope.
Can't we go home?
Not anymore. We used all our supplies on the journey here. We've made our decision. Now we need to see it through.
Can I look around a bit?
Yes, but don't stroll too far. Be cautious of those monks.
I'll sling a rock at him for you, mother.
I told you the baby would be safe.
What baby?
Monks may be whips, but they take care of their own.
He will grow up to be a monk?
He will.
Well, I guess there are worse things than growing up close to God. Jonathan. That's the name they've given him.
A gift from God.
Jonathan?
I wish I could hold him.
I know. But you have to be careful. They must never know that you are his father. Tom?
I'm fine. If only that stupid cathedral would fall apart.
Mother?
Not now, Jack. I told you the baby would be safe.
What baby?
Monks may be whips, but they take care of their own.
He will grow up to be a monk?
He will.
Well, I guess there are worse things than growing up close to God. Jonathan.
Fall over already!
That's the name they've given him.
A gift.
Come on, Jack. We got this.
I wish I could hold him.
I know. But you have to be careful. He must never know that you're his father. Tom?
Fine. Stupid.
Move, you stupid thing!
Ah.
I am not a ghost, little redhead, even if I am at death's door. If you go first, I will put you in the ground. It's what I do. I'll make it a nice grave. You'll like it, but you must dig me one, too, when my time comes. Agreed?
That's a... Sounds like a raw deal, but alright.
That's good. Good. You must not be afraid to die. Death is not the end. There is more after. That's the secret. That is what all this here is about. You see?
Half towards the back, stables, door, big door. The kitchen. I'm guessing it's locked and that's why I didn't just teleport.
Yes? Oh, hello. I'm afraid we're out of food. Who is it? The mason's boy. I'm sorry, but I cannot help you. Come back in the morning, will you?
Those poor souls. They can hardly sleep. At least they don't have to take care of a baby.
Yeah, thank God for that. I'm freaking Tom's wife died or anything. Teleportation, baby. Slabs. Put planks in the ground. They practice shooting here. They will put a plank. What? He doesn't recognize a destroyed fence?
Who are you? Ah, you're one of the refugees from Earl's Castle, aren't you?
Yeah.
Did you see how they killed people? I don't think I could take it. We monks do not do things like killing.
Yeah, you monks don't do much of anything. Only keep away from them. They're dangerous.
I will not change my mind on this matter. We will help them, all of them. Remigius, do you truly want to leave these people to die?
We should remove ourselves from the world, my prior. It is for God to decide, not us.
We will help these people. We must. And remember, I will make sure that you will not unleash your anger on our novices anymore.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Remigius here is right. This is no place for children.
Now I remember her.
What is it now, Remigius?
This woman. She came with the builder.
Yes?
She is not a refugee.
What do you mean?
She's an outlaw. She's been here in the past. Prior James warned me about her. She is not from Earl's Castle. She's from the forest.
But her husband?
I doubt they are married.
Young man, are you not the builder's son? What's your name?
I mean, he made me call him Daddy once. Jack Builder.
Jack Builder.
See, he is the builder's son. Well, then off you go, Jack.
A strange child.
Mm-hmm. Who would dare lie in the house of
Suspicious as
God?
his mother.
So many
When in
paths.
doubt, we shall believe in the good of man.
Fornicators, that's what they are. That woman must be expelled from Kingsbridge.
I will let them prove themselves like everyone else.
I wish someone would just tear that cathedral down so we could start afresh.
That would require a miracle, and I really don't know a thing about them.
I'm so tired.
Come, I'll sing you a lullaby. Actually, it's Jack's favourite. A lark caught in a hunter's net sang sweeter then than ever, as if the falling
Oh, I see tomorrow's breakfast right there.
might wing and
Some
net
veal.
dissever. At dusk the hunter took his prey. The lark is freedom never. All birds and men are sure to die, but songs may live forever.
Door here. Well, I'm probably supposed to break something in there, but I'm curious if the owl is still in the basement. Because owls are pretty cool. Oh, they locked it! I wonder if they put the key back in the hiding place. Probably not, because I reported to the guy who stole it. I wasn't thinking into the future.
Prior James.
And do I light the candles with my candle? Got an achievement for putting them out. Maybe I'll get one for lighting them again. Is paying work in it? Lighting candles all day.
Why is the bowl on the pedestal? Do people drink here?
Yes. Too high. There's another roof underneath. Means there's probably a ladder somewhere. Net. Oh, I can burn that.
Very, very dry.
Mm-hmm. Call me God.
If they need to build a new cathedral, Tom will get work. And we can stay here. Tom always talks about wanting to work on a cathedral.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Wow, it's moving in real time. Probably shouldn't have talked to the monks, but I didn't want to get blamed for this.
What?
Oh.
So much smoke. I can barely breathe.
And the basement's probably not a good place to go, but it's the only place to go.
I need air.
Jump out the roof.
There's a breeze coming from the back.
You! I know you. Your maximum good. It is you. By God and the devil! They sent you back to punish me. I told them we must repent for what we did to you. To all of them. For my sins. Cast me into the lake of fire.
Who the hell was that? Old Prior? Is that why his skin looked like a ball sack? You know, anyone know his man's name?
My dear brother, only 2 days have passed since you left our priory. Much has happened in these 2 days. Many desperate men, women, and children have found refuge here. The Earl of Shiring was arrested. His castle taken by my bishop's allies. The people that we shelter were driven from that castle. Francis, I know this was not your fault, but I, myself, cannot but feel responsible for their fate.
You also got a baby boy.
Milius and Cuthbert have taken it upon themselves to feed the baby. They called it Jonathan, the gift of God. Johnny Eightpence was right. He loves goat milk.
Aren't you supposed to, like,
a gift of God,
not give animal milk to
yet
babies
someone gave
for a
up
while at least?
I will not give up on him, or on anyone else.
Gotta be 100% pure titty milk.
Not on us either, brother.
There's like essential
Even if the hope
nutrients
for
in
my
it
own
or
redemption
something.
is as small and frail as Jonathan is.
Hormones.
I pray that this letter finds you in good health. In consideration of my own, I ask that you not talk about our parents again. One must let these things rest. I have made my peace and won't hear any more of it. I heard from you that only 3 in Earl Robert's employ can read. One of them is my brother. Your brother, Philip.
He used like a third of the paper. I'm sure that took like a freaking week to make.
No! Get out of there!
What? What is that?
My God! Save yourselves! The Saint! We must save the Saint! Fire! The whole roof is in flames!
My God!
Don't go in there! Adolphus! The Saint! We must save him! No! Don't go!
Wow. It was like someone just stepped on it. Completely
While the
caved
monks
in.
and refugees cleaned up, I kept hidden. I hadn't expected that a magnificent building like this could so utterly collapse. That the ignorant little boy that I had been could so easily turn it back into a pile of dirty stones. I knew then that I had done something wrong, and no one could ever find out.
Prior Philip, I had the site cleared. It should be safe now.
Good work. Thank you, Master Builder. This concludes a very long night, then.
Many people left already. They asked me to thank you for your kindness. They're sorry for what happened.
Well, they should thank God for his mercy. No one got hurt, no one died. 45 monks and 11 novices, all accounted for. No one's missing.
No one?
Milius and Cuthbert even saved our saint from the crypt.
Do you know what caused this?
The devil, of course. That's what the dying man said.
It was the devil's work.
Or maybe it was God's will.
What makes you say that?
Oh, no one got hurt. The books were saved. Even the bones of your saint were unharmed. Maybe this happened for a reason.
What do you mean?
Here. Let me show you something. Tell me, what do you see?
Nothing. The sun's in my eyes. It's horrible. Dawn.
I see dawn.
Right. Prior, I am deeply sorry about what happened to your church, but you must remain steadfast.
And stare at the sunrise?
No, you're only seeing the sunrise because you're facing east, straight east, like a church. Now, I know you have no money, and that helping people is more important, but we could start right here. Take the stones we've got, and the people who want to help.
So, what is it I am looking at, Tom Builder?
It's the aisle of your new cathedral.
I see it. I see now.
What you don't see is money. Sure, that's gonna come back to bite me later. You burned down the cathedral for Tom. Fired Philip to rebuild the cathedral. Wow. Probably bonus stuff I missed. These are achievements I already didn't get, but whatever. I wonder how much the story could possibly diverge between playthroughs.
A few weeks later, I received an invitation from Bishop Waleran.
Place looks nice.
In Winchester, we and Waleran's allies were to meet King Stephen himself.
Everything built on a proper grid.
The bishop seemed assured that because we had helped the king, Stephen would support us in return. And that with his help, we would be able to rebuild Kingsbridge Cathedral.
Percy Hamleigh.
Bishop Waleran. Good morning. Ali! It's them! Over there! The Hamleighs!
Again, thank you for your assistance in Kingsbridge.
Wow, seeing them next to each other, this guy isn't just an incel, he's a fucking predator.
We wouldn't be here today, right, Mother?
Of course. Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
Oh, children, pardon me.
Now we're only missing one more.
Here he is.
Good morning.
Bishop Henry, this is my prior.
Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge, my Lord Bishop.
You won't have to say much today, Philip.
Leave the talking to us.
No, leave the talking to me. King Stephen is my brother, after all. Let us make haste. My brother is an early riser.
Said these last ones would go by kind of quick. In like Cutsceneville, we haven't really had too much time to explore.
England is full of game. No comparison to Normandy. This country's still wild.
This is Waleran Bygod, the Bishop of Kingsbridge.
Waleran, I remember you. We've met before.
And Percy Hamleigh.
My king.
He brought Bartholomew to justice. And it's not the first time he's helped me. He has Norman blood in him. We should hunt together someday.
Indeed, sire.
Bartholomew, on the other hand,
Yuck.
will not leave the jail.
I do not like pineapple.
Percy Hamleigh did not do it without help, my lord. It was I who told him of the plot against you.
And now you come to be rewarded as well. I see.
My brother, the Cathedral of Kingsbridge has burnt down. Waleran asks for a reward, not for himself. He asks for our church.
I take it your church cannot afford to rebuild that cathedral, Henry.
I want to try and turn up the dialogue. But I'm worried I'll skip the cutscene if I hit escape.
Had an idea. You could give the Earl of Shiring's lands to the Bishop of Kingsbridge to finance the rebuilding of the cathedral.
I like the idea. But Percy and his men were the ones who took Owl's Castle, not Bishop Waleran. Right, Percy?
Yes, my king.
He knows the area, and he will be a loyal Earl, will you not?
Of course, my king.
You ought to give thanks to God first. God made you king.
Don't go on like that, Henry. Don't do that. You know what happens when you do that. It was a long way to this throne. A long way. Yes.
Lady Bird.
Now I will hunt.
My Lord King, I thank you for being willing to reconsider the future of the Shiring Earldom.
When shall we hear your decision?
Tomorrow. Bring my bow. Tell the men we hunt.
I'm like this, the man's just gonna go hunt. What a piece of work.
Philip, Waylon and I have much to discuss.
All right. But what can I do to help?
Well, my brother asked me to get a confession from the traitor Bartholomew. A confession would be helpful against those who believe Bartholomew's arrest was unjust, and it may help us to convince my brother to forget all about his promise to Percy Hamleigh.
Oh, I do not remember this part at all. Looks like we're almost at the end of this first book, though. So
tomorrow the king will announce.
We're almost
his
out of the
decision.
part that I should
Until
be
then,
remembering.
They won't allow a simple monk like me into the keep.
Ah, Philip.
What is it?
About Bartholomew's confession.
Maybe you can get him to confess.
I do not believe my prior can do more than you could, Henry.
Perhaps he knows he will die, no matter what he says.
Please excuse me.
Of course.
Our Father that art in heaven.
Wonder why it wasn't at Tully Max. Weird. I'll just turn up on my headphones. Probably already a little more acceptable for you. Let's make a save. Not that I plan to roll back anything.
Percy Hamleigh will have the earldom of Shiring.
But would he make a good earl?
Who cares? Stephen wanted the throne for 20 years. Now that he has it, he must be loyal to those who are loyal to him.
Who knows? Maybe Percy will make a good earl.
From what I've heard, Lady Hamleigh pulls the strings.
From what I heard, this is about the cathedral in Kingsbridge. It burned down.
Yes.
Then the king should help in some manner, but not by giving away English land to the church.
Did you not say that Bishop Henry was the richest man in England? Then why is he not paying for the cathedral?
God has very tight purse strings, it seems.
Bartholomew and his followers would have only been the first wave. Robert of Gloucester remains, and he will attack.
And that's what you keep telling us. Maybe because the king likes to hear that you share his worries about Robert of Gloucester.
Robert of Gloucester wants to see his sister on the throne. He will attack. And the Welsh will fight on his side. You mark my words.
Oh god. Now I'm just picturing freaking Lawrence from Fire Emblem. Another incel.
No, I won't just leave. I must do something to help our priory.
How could you let her get away? That little bitch.
I will find her, Mother. She was here? Why?
To see her father, of course. But that won't help her. She has already made a fool of you once. Don't let it happen again.
No, Mother.
Yeah, she definitely wears the cock in that relationship. Yeah, this guy, though.
Good day.
You come to visit someone in my jail, Father? Or do you want to pick out a nice warm cell for yourself?
How dare you?
Oh, I'm just pulling your leg. See? A smile, just for you, Father.
Monk, it's about time you showed up.
Huh? Regan Hamleigh? We have not been formally introduced.
You are a fool. Is
Well.
that formal enough for you, Monk? You don't understand any of this, do you? It's as if you've never set a single foot outside your little priory.
You know I'm a man of God, right?
Unbelievable.
You'd better call me Father.
How you let yourself be used by those two greedy bishops, I'll never know. Waleran wants the lands of the earldom for himself. Henry knows that. Say something. You don't believe me, do you, Monk?
Sounds like you want the same.
You are only worrying about your husband's land.
Well, of course I am, and you should be too.
Why?
If Waleran wins, we both lose.
Why?
I know you don't trust me, but your bishop.
Man's my boss. I think I want him to win.
You are at a crossroads. It is your choice.
Do you have a way to prove any of this?
Ride with my son, William. Just a few hours. I will prove to you that Waleran will betray you.
All right. I will ride with your son, if only to prove you wrong.
Very well. Maybe you're not a fool, after all. But do not let the bishop see you. William?
What?
Ride with Father Philip. Do as I said.
William Hamleigh declined to tell me where we were heading. He enjoyed keeping me in the dark and forcing me to follow his lead. Sometimes he sped ahead on his warhorse, and it took me some effort to catch up. But sooner or later he would stop and wait, sneering as I rejoined him.
What a dick.
On one occasion, he stood there urinating against a rock. When I caught up with him, he turned without covering himself. He found my shock at his shameful behavior comical. He laughed, got back into the saddle, spurred his horse, and rode off. Again, I followed, hoping this journey had not been another horrible mistake. Near a bridge, I found William with a group of washerwomen. He was shouting at them. When I arrived, I could only hear their replies. They said that they had not seen a girl or a boy fitting his description. A younger, blonde woman said that even if she had seen the girl, she would not tell him. Apparently, she had heard of William Hamleigh.
Just asking to get slapped.
William grabbed the startled-looking woman by the arm. He shoved his right hand under her skirt. She started crying. The other women asked William to stop, but were afraid to anger him. William turned and grinned when he saw me approaching.
Told him to get on his horse. I rode on, said nothing. On your horse, boy.
When he heard my words, William's grin faded. He pushed the young woman away. The other women looked at me in a strange way. They must have asked themselves why a monk would ride with such a man as William. We rode off, and William stared at me full of spite. I told him I pitied him. I did not tell him why, because I had no words for it. We did not talk after that. Not for a long time.
Stead. Is this just like a big grass field?
William talked to more strangers.
Looks like it.
At first, I believed he was asking for directions. Then I realized that money was changing hands. William was paying these people for information. I was glad that for now he had lost interest in hurting others. Then I saw an old woman pointing William to a bearded man on a horse. William called the man a horse thief. Then he grinned and signaled the puzzled man to get on his horse and ride with him. They rode faster and faster, and I could not hear what more they talked about.
Oh, it's probably smart. It's a bird. It looks like an old Japanese man. I see the bird now. But this is like just before you die in Sifu. Now, obviously, don't want me to hear, as I should.
William
Even if I didn't feed my horse.
To have the man hanged for stealing a horse of his, and then ordered him to hunt down the real thieves in exchange for his life. The man laughed as if he had made a great bargain. William even paid him. Before the man rode off north, William mentioned a name. Aliena. And I prayed that whatever William's plan was, that it would fail.
Not hot, girl.
Then William waved at me to ride faster. I reckoned we had to be close to where Lady Hamleigh wanted us to go. Not long after, my stomach turned as I realized just where exactly we were bound.
The Bishop's Palace. Wasn't I supposed to get a confession?
Just a moment.
What?
You know very well that Bishop Waleran is in Winchester now. So what are we doing here?
No idea. Mother never tells me anything. She treats me and Father like damn children. It's a wonder Father ever got to fuck her in the first place. But here I am.
That again.
I'm starving. Damn, I'm starving.
Where are you going?
In there?
No.
I'm sure the Bishop would want to see me well fed. We won't be staying long, so whatever it is you gotta do, do it fast.
What is it that I gotta do? Nobody told me anything.
How can I help you? How about you step aside?
Damn, big dick mode. Cut down so many trees so close to each other. You know, eye for aesthetic?
What is that?
Building a new personal cathedral? Well, it seems this man needs money to fund whatever the hell this is.
You! Please! You were here before, weren't you? Yes. I remember you. Philip, isn't it?
Yes.
Please, you have to help me.
Wow, what a savage.
What happened?
He forced me to serve him food. He took the Lord's name in vain, and he pushed me and touched me.
Oh, God.
Grabbed your sack?
Ah, the monk. Oh. Did the boy call you? So what? Did he ask you for help? Did he come?
You didn't have to say anything. I knew you would get us in trouble.
Trouble? Me? We're young men, he and I play rough. So what? I asked you to leave.
Jerking him off as a bro.
That is what we will do. What will the bishop think of your behavior?
Listen, we're all on the same side here.
We are not.
You, me, him, we're all working for the bishop. He won't mind. I play rough, so what? We are all men of God. Well,
you ain't a man of God.
I don't know what you call yourselves.
You are a sinner.
So what? Everyone is. The bishop told me. But my sins are forgiven.
Why would you think that?
You have the money for pay for absolution.
Your parents agreed to arrest Bartholomew because they wanted his earldom.
Who cares what they think? I felled Bartholomew's men with my sword. The old man was begging me for his life. On his knees, he begged me. I did it for the bishop. But hey, I'm sure you did great things for him as well. You think my father took Earl's Castle? He's too fat to ride a horse. Even Mother said I'd be a better Earl.
You're horrid.
I pity you.
Again? You dare to say that again? You pity me. I pity you. You're not a man. Neither of you are.
We are men of God.
A man kills, and a man fucks. And no one talks down to me. No one! I know you saw me and that whore at the river. I would have fucked that woman if it hadn't been for you.
And what would that have achieved?
She'd have learnt her lesson. And don't you think I noticed how you spied on me and that horse thief? I should kill you for that. I should. Let me tell you, I will fuck Bartholomew's whore of a daughter. I will fuck her good. I'm a man! Damn it, I'd fuck the boy if that was the only way to put him in his place. Hell, he looks like he'd enjoy it too.
Femboy. I'm a man of God, you're a man of Reddit.
You are not a man. You are a beast.
Oh, I am a man. But yes, there is a beast in me. It hunts and kills like no other. I unleashed it for the bishop. And my sins are forgiven.
Not even God would forgive those sins.
Of course you would. He already did. The bishop told me.
Then the bishop is wrong.
Hey, we're on the same side here. Now, we will stay here a while longer.
Hold on, is his mother trying to tell me that her son's a bad guy?
Shit.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
If the bishop finds out about this, he will not be pleased. I have to fix this.
Oh, kick him in.
And if anyone's name was not found written in the Book of Life, he was thrown into the lake of fire.
What's that?
It's from the scripture. The end of days.
The second death of the sinners.
Bishop Waleran said that if a sinner stares into the flame, the devil stares back from the lake of fire.
What?
I can't see him.
Me neither.
You
What's
didn't
he
look
supposed to
long
look
enough,
like?
you pussy.
No. I better put the plate back on the bishop's table.
Not gonna clean up the wine?
Better.
Better, but not good. Now we just,
I better put it back and tidy up the... There, that looks better.
I guess it'll just seep into the wood. No biggie.
Throw them into the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
What?
Hell. It is a depiction of hell.
The bishop said the relief intimidates even his most impious visitors. They all fear death.
I'm not afraid to die.
Do not fear those who kill the body. Rather fear him who can destroy both soul and body in hell.
Who's he?
The devil. A fallen angel.
I have nothing to be
Pulling their
afraid of.
hair, caressing them with his snaky
The
arms.
vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars. Their souls are the devil's. They will all go to hell.
Have little faces on them. They're probably souls.
Hell is far away. I'm not afraid.
Sound afraid to me, Timothy. William.
Make him go.
Both of you,
I want
actually.
you to leave. Now.
We should leave.
I'm not done here yet. We stay.
God commands.
Has ever shown you the scripture?
He told me of it. What do you think?
Table. Why are there two different things for the table? What's going on with the construction, eh?
Tell me, what is being built out there?
What?
A substantial construction is underway, it seems.
Yes, but...
What is it?
A castle. The bishop is building a castle.
Right next to a castle?
A castle? Why a castle?
I don't know. It is not for me to ask or question the bishop.
Of course.
And I doubt it's for you to question him either.
I ain't questioned him, I questioned you. What do you know about this?
Did anyone know what Waylerin and Henry tried to do? I doubt anyone would even be surprised. What a fool I was. I think you have overstayed your welcome.
So what? What are you going to do?
Leave? What's the deal? Did I click on the plate again? Do I put it back down? Better now, we should get going, but you don't want to look into the fire.
For some, hell...
There we go, he's looking.
What is it?
We ride back to Winchester. Now!
Wow, that actually worked. They're just like a really awkwardly shaped stick in there.
What happened?
Maybe he saw things to come.
Good. Now you leave as well. That man, William, had no idea why you two came here, had he? You came here to spy on the bishop. You brought this man here.
He brought me here.
Leave. Go.
There you are. My son seemed thoughtful when he returned.
You priests and your talk. You always get to him.
He seemed more excited after talking to your bishop, though. Then again, we know Waleran is good with words. Don't we, my husband?
Of course, yes.
Speaking of Waleran, what did you find, monk?
Ugh. Construction?
A construction site.
Ah. So Waleran has a building project of his own. Did you also find out what he is building?
A castle.
Yes. He is building a castle for himself. And he used up every stone and every tree on his own lands. He claims he wants Bartholomew's land for your cathedral. But what Waleran wants is a castle.
He's always been like that.
Not long ago, you accused us of being selfish. But what about your bishop, eh?
What do you want from me?
Well, you're both horrible, right?
As Prior of Kingsbridge, you will agree that my husband shall have the whole earldom of Shiring.
And why would I do you a favor like that?
Because we will support the rebuilding of your cathedral with our stones and our timber.
The king can live up to all of his promises, and Waleran gets nothing.
That is our offer. What do you say?
But what about your son? Isn't that going to make him my boss eventually? Because I don't want that. Haggling could make it a little better.
No, we have no deal.
Why not?
We made you a good offer.
Not enough. You need me.
You need me. The king still considers giving all the lands of the earldom to Waleran to rebuild our cathedral. You need this deal with me just as much as I do.
This is... Oh. We taught this fool well, it seems.
What are your terms, Father?
I get the lands around the cathedral.
What is more valuable, arable land or forest?
Arable land, of course.
Then you shall have the arable and I'll have the forest.
I need the forest to hunt. An earl must have his hunting grounds.
You can hunt there. I just want the timber for my cathedral.
Ugh.
Which do you want, the cattle pastures or the sheep grazings?
The pasture.
Then I'll have the hill farms with their sheep. Would you like the income from markets or the quarry?
Suppose we said the quarry.
You won't, though, will you?
No. We'll take the markets. You can have the stones.
It is agreed, then?
We have a pact.
Alright, sounds like we can rebuild the church for free.
Bishop Waleran will be quite surprised. You will see his true face when he does not get what he wants.
Alright, let me in there.
Bishop Henry sends me.
The bishop, eh? What does he want?
He wants me to talk to Bartholomew of Shiring.
Bartholomew of Shiring? Ha! It's only Bartholomew now. It's his 4th day without bread. Soon he won't even be Bartholomew anymore.
4 days no bread? I'd be dying.
Bartholomew. I am Brother Philip.
Forgive me Please.
Could you forgive those that wronged you?
Only God forgives. A monk should know that.
Remove this space. How dare you? Let's turn in. You've baptized in the link blocker. How. Ah. Ah. Fucking bots. Fuck yourself. Why'd you go against him, huh?
Why did you go against the king?
Stephen sent you. Why would you side with the usurper?
Yeah, you can get food.
If you talk, they might bring you food.
You are not the first to offer me that. Why should I confess to you?
Because I helped your people. I'm a good guy.
Your people found refuge in my priory. Your confession will help me to give them work and shelter.
I have no sins to confess. My only regret is that I failed.
I will not tell the king that. They will kill you.
They have already done that. Monk, tell them that I confessed.
To what?
All of it. Treason.
But...
The son shall not suffer for the iniquity of the father. Tell Stephen that as well.
You know the scripture?
Richard and Aliena, my children, they must live.
Ah, good man. We did this.
And a good day to you too, Father.
Eh, shut up, you ogre.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. He's not gonna like that.
He confessed to everything, but he asks for clemency for his children.
Good. I will let my brother know what we have achieved today once he returns from the hunt.
Good, Philip. You did well.
Are you gonna give clemency to his children, though?
About Bartholomew's children.
My brother was never one to judge a man by the deeds of his father. Still, I shall mention Bartholomew's request to him.
Not only is he not gonna like that, we weren't supposed to go there and see that, so we're definitely keeping quiet. We'll come back tomorrow.
Maybe I should come back tomorrow.
Yes, there is not much a monk can do here.
Yes, your bishop and I will do what we can to help your priory.
My loyal subject, Percy Hamleigh, today becomes the Earl of Shiring. Of the former Earl's possessions, Percy shall have the castle. And all the land that is tenanted to knights, plus all other arable land and low-lying pasture.
I swear by all that is holy to be your liegeman, and to fight for you against any other.
My king...
Ah, yes. Of course, I have not forgotten the worries of my bishops. The Earl of Shiring himself, Percy here, solved this problem for me. Thanks to him, I can uphold my promise. Don't worry, Bishop Waleran. Kingsbridge shall be rebuilt. Percy told me of a man here whom my brother has not yet introduced. Come forward, Prior.
My brother, may I present to you Philip of Gwynedd?
My king.
You seem afraid. What are you worried about?
The cathedral, of course.
I'm worried about my priory and the cathedral.
I heard about the fire. How are you managing?
On the day of the fire, God sent us a builder, but we cannot pay him.
Don't worry, you can. Now, about the arrangement between you and Percy Hamleigh. He insisted that I give the sheep grazings belonging to the former Earl to the Priory of Kingsbridge. The Priory will also have the right to take stone from the Earl's quarry and timber from his forest.
That was the deal.
I wholeheartedly agree with the plan you two have devised. It shall be done.
Thank you.
That sex symbol
my
face.
lord. It seems unnecessarily complicated to give the land to the bishop. Percy told me that you, Father Philip, share that sentiment. He told me it was your idea to take up the burden of managing the rebuilding of the cathedral yourself.
Wonderful.
I'm glad that we all were able to help you, Bishop Waleran, in this pressing matter. After all you've done for me.
Thank you, Lord King.
Bartholomew lost everything in his attempt to end my reign. This morning he was found dead in his cell. I've heard that you, Prior, worry for his children, Richard and Aliena. While they shall lose their status, their name, and their land, they shall go free, wherever they are.
You must be very proud, Lady Hamleigh.
Of course. Father Philip has been very...
Got a kid who has received proper training as a knight and a hot girl. You think they're not going to come back?
My husband and I were terrified when we heard about the fire in Kingsbridge. It is a blessing that we can help him and his priory now.
You sowed the wind, Philip.
Pissed him off. The winds are gonna come blow in my door. Road William Bishop. Merlin's servant has become suspicious of you. Well, he comes. Should I have not talked to him about what he was building? Very lucrative pact with the Hamleighs. Wayland believes I betrayed him. Well, I kinda did, but also, I'm working for myself. I didn't do anything to hurt him, necessarily. Chapter 7, end of Act 1. I've only been going for like an hour and a half.
Is everyone ready?
Yes, everyone will be there.
2.5, I think.
But how are we to pray and contemplate like this? I don't dare even to send my choir out there.
We shall get used to it, all of us.
We must be thankful for all of this, for each noise, each face that disturbs us here.
We shall start with the chancel, then gradually work our way from east to west. That's the way it's done, the way I was taught to do it.
I value your enthusiasm, my dear Mason, but so far we're only cleaning up. I haven't even considered hiring a master builder yet. Neither you nor anyone else.
May I show you some drawings?
By all means.
You're gonna hire me, though, right? Please, for the love of God.
Look here first. If you were facing the cathedral with the front wall torn down, you would see it like this.
Interesting. What's that, coming out from above the entrance?
The nave?
The nave will be about 32 feet high and will appear even higher.
Drawing the eye heavenward with its loftiness.
Well said. A chamber worthy of God.
I always wondered how walls this high could hold up so well.
Buttresses.
The walls of the nave are held by the aisles and buttresses bearing the pressure from the side.
Very interesting. Now, tell me more about the construction on top.
Well, it has a roof. Keeps out the rain, don't you know? Aisles.
You recognize the aisles?
Of course. I've been in quite a few churches in my time.
Did you know then that their purpose is to support the nave?
Yes, you already mentioned it. Fascinating. I must say, you do know your craft, Master Builder.
Okay, well, there's a tower on top of it, I
Tower,
guess.
of course. I thought so, but why is it right above the nave? Shouldn't it be closer to the transept?
Oh, don't be fooled. The tower is, of course, farther back, but one cannot show depth in a drawing.
Ah, of course. How high will it be?
Twice as high.
Twice as high as the rest. It makes for quite an awe-inspiring view.
It also sounds very expensive. What about the other drawings?
3 halves. Is that about 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Twice as high sounds about right.
When we walk around the site, we mark where the walls will be, the pillars, the doors, and buttresses. Now for that, we need a plan like this, to tell us where to place our pegs and string.
Is this how birds would see our church?
Exactly. Here, you can see the transept.
I noticed, yes. It is remarkable how much you can reveal with so few lines.
Thank you, Father.
The nave again, it's a very important thing.
The nave is on the left. It has 6 bays.
And the chancel?
The chancel will have 4 bays.
I can see the transept is 2 bays wide, so it will be 12 in total. It does look splendid, but isn't that rather small?
It would be smaller, but not less impressive. Can you afford to make it bigger?
It would be smaller, but not less impressive.
I guess a small cathedral would be closer to our means. It is still also uncertain. The king grants us timber and stone and wool from Shiring's pastures. But only God knows if it will be enough. I don't suppose you have any idea how much this would cost.
3,000 pounds at the least. No more than 3,000. Oh, let's be optimistic to get the job right.
I know exactly how much this would cost. It would be no more than £3,000.
I've spent the last few weeks working out the annual income of the Priory. Here's the answer. £300 a year. And we spend every penny. Go on now, show me the rest of your drawing.
10 years if they didn't spend anything, jeez.
Imagine you're standing in the centre of the nave, looking at the wall. This is what you see.
Are those windows?
Right, but that's not all.
Arcade?
On top are the clear-story windows. On the lowest level are the pillars of the arcade. They're joined by arches making up the bays. Through the archways you can see the windows in the aisle. Shall I go on?
Yes, yes, of course. I was just thinking. Keep going.
Starting right in the middle is the Tribune Gallery.
I can see you've put a lot of thought into this. I was just wondering, how long would this take to build? You can take your time with that answer.
I think people is probably a bigger concern. Plus, consistent work, right? You want to stretch it out.
Well, that depends on how many people you employ. If you hire 30 masons with enough labourers, apprentices, carpenters and smiths, they will be done in 15 years.
I wish my monastic officials had your ability to think ahead and calculate. So, I need to find £200 a year. It doesn't sound so bad when you put it that way. You really want to build this cathedral yourself?
I consider it'd make it cost less.
Yes, Father. I want you to appoint me Master Builder.
Why?
Because it's my dream. I've seen it done badly.
Because he wants to give people hope.
Is that so? Then answer me this one last question. If people were to enter your church, what image would they see crowning the tympanum above the entrance? One of Judgment Day to teach people to be good? Or one of paradise to remind them of God's mercy?
Show them hell, so that they're afraid to do bad things. I'd rather see trees and animals.
I feel like you should probably feel safe in church, right? You come here to beg for forgiveness, and God shows you his mercy. I personally feel very unwelcome every time I enter a church. It's weird. I think something in the architecture has made it to, like, feel like you're being watched or something, you know? It's gotta be intentional.
It should be the promise of a better life. Therefore, it will show heaven.
Yes.
This is quite exciting, isn't it, brother?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Francis.
I'm just glad that I can be a part of this. In the past year, I was often afraid that my involvement in politics might turn out, well, let's just say that I'm glad that I can still be by your side, Philip. And for that, I thank God, and I thank you too.
Papa, will there be statues inside? Statues?
Oh. That's enough, children. It's time you went out and played.
Apparently I'm supposed to have been teaching Martha about the slingshot every time I can, by like using it on her or something.
Yes?
I may have missed out on some of that.
Agnes. She died without a priest, and she's buried in unconsecrated ground. Sometimes a man builds a chapel, or founds a monastery, in the hope that in the afterlife God will remember his piety. I just wonder, do you think my design might serve to protect Agnes's soul?
God no longer asks for blood sacrifices, for the ultimate sacrifice has already been made. But the lesson of Abraham's story is that God demands the best we have to offer, that which is most precious to us. So you must ask yourself, is this design the best thing you could offer?
Except for my children. Yes.
Then rest easy, Tom Builder. God will accept it.
I offered my child too, though. Contract of employment. I, Philip of Gwynedd, in representation of Kingsbridge Priory, hereby assign Tom Builder, a master builder, for the construction of Kingsbridge Cathedral. The Priory will provide £200 a year to be used wholly for materials and craftsmen. The pace of construction shall be adjusted accordingly and adhere to plans approved by the Prior. In exchange for his work, Tom Builder and his family are to receive a private house and the right to attend all common meals of the Priory. Yo, that's a bargain. The contract is subject to change with the Priory's financials and gives future prospect of additional payment to compensate for the master builder's work. Lynn looks so much nicer with the Priory gone. Also looks like it's springtime now. I don't like them. Fucking throw a rock at them.
Jack, do me a favor and give Paul these herbs, will you?
But he's a monk. You don't like monks.
Well, it turns out not all of them are bad. Still, be careful before you trust any one of them.
Paul?
There he is! Give our Prior the welcome he deserves!
Oh, you know, I am only following God's will.
Prepare to raise the bell! Make the Prior proud!
Well,
Ring the Taco Bell.
Go on, Jack. Don't forget about Paul's herbs.
Where have I seen that woman before?
Tom said it takes many years to build a cathedral, but only one night to burn it down. Did I do right? Alfred, do you hate me still, brother?
Hey.
What are you doing?
I'm supervising. Tom asked me to. We see eye to eye now, you know. He asks me things and I can say yes or no.
Huh.
Hey, did you tell him that I had trouble with him?
Well... yeah.
You bastard. I told you not to. I have to carve up some steaks later. If you want, you can help me. Or you can do whatever the hell it is you're doing all day. It's your call.
It sounded like a happy you bastard, I think, in context. Who the hell is Paul? Ah, there we go. Oldman. Got some sheep.
This is from my mother.
Oh, bless her. Boy, whatever Remedius says, your mother is a saint. Oh, is that the bell? Can you see it from here? A bell without a cathedral. Your father certainly had strange ideas.
It might be. What's a bell?
Excuse me?
That wool?
You. I remember you. You're the boy with no father.
Actually, I have 2 fathers now.
Is that so?
Yes. Tom Builder and Jack Sharebug.
I thought you weren't the builder's son.
Well, I am now.
I have to say, Prior Philip told me there would be a lot of sheep here. I can see he wasn't exaggerating.
You know Philip too?
I do. He's the reason I'm here. Is he around?
He should be around somewhere. Busy man, that fellow. But don't worry. You probably won't have to look for him for long.
All right. Thank you.
Is that Hamleigh? You see that shaggy hair?
Shall we go after them?
No. Now we know where we can find them.
Ha! Ho!
Ah, oh. Oh, ah. You know you're evil when you just casually stare into a fire for fun. Medieval TV.
William Hamleigh has returned to see you.
Send him in, Timothy. We have much to discuss.
Good. You know how many times I watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame? A lot. It's a good movie. I think that probably instilled my hatred for bishops or people dressed like them.
Next time on the Pillars of the Earth, find out what happened to me and my brother Richard after the siege of our father's castle. What will the future hold in store for Kingsbridge? The Pillars of the Earth, Sowing the Wind.
That should send us back to the menu. And how... We should have time to do another chapter. Yeah, alright, we got plenty of time. This guy? How do I, like... I ban? Hell yeah. What a cunt.
Oh yeah.
My name is Aliena of Shiring. I'm the daughter of the Earl Bartholomew of Shiring.
Doing our character change.
I used to be, before my father was arrested for conspiring against the king. And a man I had once refused to marry took control of everything my family had ever owned, including ourselves.
There's no mattress on that bed.
She is where you put her, you fiend. Once the king finds out.
Bitch slapped.
Here's the key. Now go get her. I'm starving.
Thirsty, more like. I'm guessing he was kidnapped in between chapters.
Why am I fooling myself? There is nothing left.
Milady, are you awake? William Hamleigh is back. He wants to see you.
No, thanks.
You may come in, Matthew. Dear God! Did he hit you?
Well, I suppose he's getting more daring now that his father is about to see the king.
This is taking too long. Go get them.
Right. Milady, I must ask you, do not provoke him. Not yet. Not until you're properly armed.
Bring me a knife, dude.
Did you get the weapons?
Yes, I hid them up on the wall. Near the gate. Look for a red piece of cloth.
Get down here, and no talking. And don't cause any trouble. I just cleaned my sword.
Well, that was quick. You certainly do know your place,
Shaggy.
don't you? Ugh, what's with your face? Your arrogance makes you ugly. Did you know that?
You're ugly.
You reap what you sow.
Oh, there are a few things I would like to sow with you.
She didn't mean it. Your father will be the new Earl soon. This castle will be yours. There's no need to keep the lady and her brother hostage. Maybe
I'm the lady, Matthew.
Matthew. It's all right. I can speak for myself.
Oi, Walter. Looks like the princess needs a servant to do her talking. Can't imagine why I ever wanted to marry that ugly boar.
Whoa.
A real lady. That's what I deserve. Maybe even Empress Maud. Yes, I'll marry the Empress. But I will keep on fucking her.
Oh, that's terrible.
As if Maud would ever marry you.
Shut up!
I won't.
You have no say around here anymore.
I am still the daughter of your Earl.
You're a common whore, that's what you are.
Oh, how you must enjoy your revenge.
You're just getting what you deserve.
All this just because I wouldn't marry you?
Shut up. Shut up!
You are a sad man who knows nothing but cruelty. God shall punish you for this.
I am the cruel one. You renounced our wedding and made me the laughingstock of the entire Shire.
I never agreed.
Both of you. Go outside, girl. Walk it off.
I should walk it off. Get that weapon.
I should walk it off.
Anything you need, William?
Tell the bitch to get me something to eat. I'm starving.
You heard him.
Get you a knife to eat, bro.
I always told you your stubbornness would be your end.
Richard.
Did they let you go? Have you sided with them?
Don't be ridiculous. I will never succumb to these beasts.
Beasts? That's a bit rude.
See my red scarf? Probably the cloth he was talking about.
Have you seen my red scarf?
Is that all you worry about?
Shush.
Matthew had it last. He said he lost it somewhere.
Then ask him. I'm busy trying to come up with a plan.
This guy. I got the plan.
It won't be long. I will get us out.
Getting us out won't be enough. We need to reclaim the castle.
You can't be that stupid.
It's like he chained him to the pole.
Even King Stephen.
King
Shackles
Stephen
on.
may not be aware of this. He needs to know the truth about these people.
Trust me, Ali. I have a plan.
Oh, you have a plan now? Oh.
Don't.
You can whisper and plot as much as you like. As long as my men are guarding the gate, you'll never get out alive.
Don't be a dingus.
Don't do anything
For your health.
stupid.
I won't.
I'll be back soon. Don't lose hope.
Yeah.
Still
You
get that
stay
weapon.
down
Whoa.
here with me. Do you hear?
You know there is no more food. You raided our cellars after the attack.
You'll find something.
What are you getting paid, eh?
You do a lot for him. Tending to his horse, watching his prisoners. What do they pay you?
Why do you keep asking me that?
I might be able to pay you more.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell us. How much do you want?
Maybe I don't do this just for the money.
I don't believe you. What else should you gain from being cruel?
An apprentice. Unlike you, Percy Hamleigh likes the way I've been raising his son.
So you're responsible for Shaggy being an asshole. You're going to hell, bruv.
You will go to hell for this.
I've been hearing that a lot lately.
It's true. People like you are bound to suffer eternal pain. It's what makes this world just.
Oh, I didn't know. Guess I'm just not one for deep thoughts like that.
Well, I just have to find a different way. Storeroom. My dog? Dead?
Flemish, here, girl. Don't you recognize me? Ah, good girl. It must be hard to catch my scent in this rain.
Okay, good. Those aren't bloodstains. It's just got some brown spots on it.
One more step and I'll assume you've got a death wish.
Into the storeroom then, eh? There has to be a way to sneak up onto the walls in there.
Oh,
That red cloth or rot.
it smells horrible in here.
I'm not putting my hand in there. Disgusting.
Flour? You could eat some flour. Probably. I don't think you'd get sick. Just be kind of gross.
Mealworms.
Oh. Yeah, you'll get sick. Ogres are like onions.
Not even worth trying. It's obvious these are inedible. Let's see. A loaf of bread. And it doesn't look as bad as everything else in here.
Can I bring him something rotten? Once again, we are in control of the only piece of bread in the media area.
Oh! A dead chicken. What a horrible smell. Someone must have trapped it in here for fun. What a waste.
What is this? A fucking club? That's everything. Rotten meat, spoiled cabbage. Hey!
Oh!
You grab a freaking loaf of meat.
These are all rotten.
Doing with this? You gonna tell me that bread ain't enough and I slap a gross piece of meat on the ground, or do I give it to my dog?
Good girl.
Well,
I can't leave.
Bread.
Poor girl, you must be starving. Here, eat this. I know you prefer meat, but that's all I can give you. But what am I supposed to give William now?
It probably would have been smarter to give that to Richard, but whatever.
Richard.
Really not
You
seen my
really
scarf?
haven't seen my scarf?
Ali, drop the nonsense. This is serious.
How are you managing?
I'd be managing a lot better if you gave me a sword.
I'm trying to do, you butt.
Did he say something funny?
that boy with a sword. Look at his back. He can barely lift his own head. Teach a chicken to fight, might as well just step on it.
No muscles.
I'll be back soon.
Yeah. Alright, how about a pretty please from a pretty lady?
Don't
Show you
act
my
as if you've
cooter.
never had a heart. I see how kindly you treat his horse.
You want me to let you go?
Yes.
Of course. It would be the proper thing to do. There is no humane reason for keeping us locked up.
Can't.
Why not?
Because Bartholomew is still Earl. Can't have his brats running around causing a ruckus. I don't get paid to be careless.
You want this meat,
You
bruv?
better not plan on giving this to William.
Well, it's all we got.
Well, even if...
I can't... Nothing. Maybe Matthew meant the other gate.
off?
Nothing in there but filthy water.
Did you get what he asked for?
I guess.
Good. Don't waste his time then.
Matthew.
He's all right. Now get some food, will you?
Yeah, have some meat, you son of a bitch.
Your food.
Ah! What is this?
All we got.
This is all I've found.
You really think you can play your silly games with me?
I am still the daughter of the Earl, and by the law of the King, you are my subject.
Oh my. Forget what I said about your arrogance. It actually makes you quite pretty. Huh?
In the name of my father, you will die for this!
Master Richard, don't!
Oh. You idiot.
Stupid boy.
Slid off that like a...
Almost as stupid as his sister. I'd rape you if I could. But you're not my kind of lass. What's with her? She dead?
Leave her. The king has not yet spoken. Wait till your father is an earl proper. Then you can do with her whatever you want.
Damn! To hell with it. She's so ugly, no one would ever want to take her anyway. Put them with the animals until the king has decided.
Were they just supposed to not find the weapons or what? Did I mess up? There's obviously a flashback also. Like they got out of there safely. I would think. It's possible they were kidnapped, but I don't think their servant would still be in the castle if that were the case. HD clouds. Cut off part of his ear. Looks like it's still attached. Honestly, pretty worried about losing my ear at any given point in time because it's so easy to like yank off. I know it happens, though it's unlikely. And then just like, what do you do when you don't got an ear? You just got a hole in the side of your head. You might still be able to hear, but that's weird.
It's just out of reach.
I've been tied up. Like a boy, you've gotten out of them shadows before.
Richard, wake up. Come Come on, I need you to wake up. It's just out of reach.
Why none of the thing's doing nothing? What is this, a hammer?
It's too high. I'm
Throw the
chained to
horseshoe
a
at it.
post. I can't reach it. If only it was closer. Hey!
Pick up, you clod.
Ali? Ali, my ear!
It's fine. What are you thinking, idiot?
What were you thinking, charging William like that?
I had to protect you.
You idiot.
Next time, think before you do something that stupid.
Free me.
How did you free yourself before?
I don't know. When they put me here, they had the shackles fitted to my ankles. But today, I somehow managed to slip through. These 3 weeks must have made me very determined.
Yes, and very thin.
Oh. Should have given him the bread. That dog ain't coming with us. Give me that horseshoe.
Richard, throw me that horseshoe.
It's not hard enough to break the chain. I already tried.
I'll think of
Hammer,
something.
you fool.
Just give it to me.
You
How
alright?
do you feel?
Hot.
A
The
fever.
wound is boiling your blood. We need to get you someplace dry and cool so you can heal.
Ali, they shackled us. I will die here.
Calm down. You'll only make things worse.
Richard's a loser. He's a man wife. Fuck! What, it just bounced back at me, correct? No, oh. Oh. Your guy's asleep, but it's gonna make noise. Break my leg in the process.
Shh. I'll open yours next. Can you stand?
I'll try.
Good. Then wait here. I'll find us a way to get out of here.
Let's take his horse.
Yes. Good idea. But first we need the weapons Matthew hid for us.
Our horse is like really loyal. I don't think taking a bad guy's horse is going to be a good thing.
I have to say, that battle was a bit short for my taste.
Ugly Jervis.
The knights weren't prepared.
William's henchman, being from a politically ambitious noble family, William Hamleigh commands a small army of his own. He likes to keep his 3 most trusted men by his side. Walter, Hugh Axe. Hugh Axe? Hugh or Hugh Axe? That can't be his real name. And Ugly Jervis. The latter two are knights known for their violence and loyalty. The names alone strike fear into the hearts of their enemies. Walter was once William's instructor and taught him to fight and ride since William was a boy. Now Walter is his bodyguard and right-hand man. So what? 4 people is an army? I guess numbers are smaller, but like, come on, that's like a single unit. There's Red Cloth, or the sea.
Kill right now.
I found it. Matthew's piece of
Guess
cloth.
you'll have to wait.
I could take the horse. Or I could stab this fucker. Now we should just go.
Try to stay sharp. If he wakes up, shout and run as fast as you can. Do you hear?
I will. Careful! He doesn't seem to like that.
Is he gonna like me removing the saddlebag? There could be good stuff in there.
Whoa, easy. Easy now.
What are you doing? The horse nearly woke the guard.
The knot is too tight.
Some oat. I can feed him now. That'll be good.
Oh, you look hungry. Want to eat? It's calm now. Try to mount it, Richard.
But where do we go?
What about my dog?
Of course. We need to find Father and talk to the king. They must find out what's happening here. Now climb on. It won't eat forever. Now me.
Oi! You there! Stop!
Cut him off!
But pupper. Alright, we've got ruin.
The thought that they could catch up with us urged me to ride onward. It rained relentlessly. After a while, Richard's moaning got weaker, but I did not dare look back, for I feared to see William Hamleigh right at our heels. I forced the horse to go faster, hoping that my brother would not succumb to his wounds.
We aren't going very far. Probably would have been smarter to just leave the country or something.
We headed toward Winchester. The king would make things right if we explained them to him. He had to. It wasn't long until Richard almost fell off the horse. Touching his forehead, I realized he had a high fever. His mutilated ear was red, hot, and swollen. A sound startled me. From the thicket of the forest emerged a woman. I was ready to draw the dagger that was flush against my forearm. I asked her to give us her name. This was her forest, she said, so we should be the ones introducing ourselves. I proclaimed that I was the daughter of the Earl of Shiring, traveling with my brother. I can tell your nobility by your manners. She smiled and revealed in turn that she was the wife of the local verderer. Seeing Richard's ear, she said that he needed help. Luckily, their hut was nearby. She offered us food, shelter, and care.
I don't think we should stay. We can't.
I told her that we were expected by relatives. Richard only understood what I was trying to do when I gave him an urgent look. Then we left at a trot. I turned my head when I heard a whistling from behind. At that moment, something jumped in front of us. Richard and I were pulled off the saddle and landed in the cold mud.
Oh.
It was a man I'd never seen before. I jumped up to defend myself, but was stopped by the cold blade of the woman's knife against my throat. She'd caught up with us and hadn't come to help. When she started searching me for valuables, I took the chance to reach for my own dagger. She then stopped and stepped slowly backwards to join the man. After they mounted the horse we'd stolen from William, they rode off. I knew that I couldn't catch up with them, so I remained, shaken by what had happened. As I calmed down, I started to feel the bruises of the fall and a great tiredness. Richard was still lying in the mud, so I pulled him away from the road to find shelter underneath a tree. I placed my hand on his forehead and felt that he was still burning up. Even the freezing night couldn't cool him down. Yet he insisted that he be fine. No matter what I told him, he wouldn't hear any of it. A wound like this was nothing to a real man, he said. He was tired of being treated like a helpless child. We huddled together and rested some more, so we could walk on in the morning. We walked for 2 more days with only brief rests in between. But we finally arrived at the city gates of Winchester. Richard was weak, but at least we were still together, and we were sure that together we would find a way to escape this nightmare.
Now that makes me sound like a bad guy, but Richard was a dumbass. Maybe that woman on the road was the one who stood up to him, like the washer lady. Got her cunny fell up.
We made it. They can't harm us anymore, can they? After all, there are laws in place to protect us here, right?
I think so, but we shouldn't risk finding out.
Then let's go.
Where are you going?
To our townhouse, of course.
That doesn't sound like a good idea. Maybe for the night, at least.
Ali, there's someone here. Maybe it's Father.
Do you think so?
Well, They must have put him somewhere.
I have a bad feeling about this. Come now, before anyone sees us here.
Sheesh. They just have a house with no one living in it here. Go to the church. Maybe they can treat your ear. Video games have taught me to associate churches with healing.
Father, may we come in?
I can hear someone.
Hello? We're lost and looking for shelter. They don't seem to want us here.
They should have an apothecary. Taverns, put alcohol in the wound, yeah. Get my ass fell up.
Good lord. What happened to your ear, lad? Did your hook make a wrong turn this morning?
We were hoping we could stay for the night. We've traveled a long way, and we're exhausted.
Sorry. Rooms are all gone. King's in town. Everything's teeming with nobles. Come back next week when the big fish have jumped the pond. I might find a cozy little corner for you.
Ali, he was talking to me.
Well, then next time, say something.
Fine.
Cathedral, that's a bigger church, isn't it? Now they probably have an apothecary.
It's so quiet. Shouldn't the monks be preparing evening mass soon?
Buildings. A mint? Where they make money. Another inn. Another tavern. Are we just gonna stay with some strangers?
Now look at that! A cripple with a sword and his beggar girl! If you're looking for some privacy, there's a bar just down the street!
Thanks for the hint, man.
It's not like that. I'm his sister.
Well, what do you know? They're siblings! Let's keep it in the family and give them to a room.
What is it? Why are we leaving?
This is childish. Father wouldn't want us to stay in a house with those people.
But Ali, they were just fooling around.
Right. Let's keep looking.
Nah, they were looking to watch. Is that barn actually here, though? Nah.
Innkeeper! We're looking for a place to stay. Is anyone there?
Guess I'm supposed to click anywhere with lights.
Let me. I am the son of the Earl Bartholomew of Shiring. Open up!
Why should they let us in? Father's not there, Earl.
Shh! Someone's coming to the door.
Yes? What is it? Anything wrong?
Well, there is. We are about to sleep on the street. So, please let us in.
Oh, I'm sorry, but we'll be going to bed now. Good night.
How dare they?
They're not bound to us, Richard. We need to find somewhere else.
Ali, this is pointless.
There must be one kind soul in this town.
Got 2 churches, gotta have good people.
Oh, good evening. We're sorry to disturb you, but my brother and I have been through a lot and desperately need shelter for tonight.
Please.
Wait here.
Are you mad? Do not let them in. They're thieves.
What did I say?
Oh.
There's a warm corner in the back. You can have a blanket, but there will be nothing to eat.
Is your wife okay?
Is your wife all right with this?
It doesn't matter. The Lord struck her with a troubled mind. She will accept my decision.
Alright, that's a man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're a kind man.
The shoes made of wood?
When I woke up that morning, I was alone. I hoped that Richard had risen early, maybe to go to the castle. I left to search for him right away.
There he is.
That old man had quite a bit of fight in him, I heard. They whipped him for days. And when it was over, he just asked for a mug of wine. Didn't beg, but asked, "Hurry up, I'm thirsty." Like it was some kind of feast or something. Makes you wish he was still on our side. What a shame.
People like getting whipped.
Richard?
Oh, it's you. You're up already.
Of course I'm up. What were you thinking, running away like that?
Shh, hush, Ali. The people are watching us.
Is your ear good?
How's your ear?
It's pounding like a drum. I'm sorry. I thought I could talk to the king before you woke. You did so much yesterday. I didn't want to wake you. Please, don't be cross.
We stick together.
I am cross because you were stupid. We must stick together. Did you talk to the king?
No, I haven't tried yet. I was feeling too dizzy. My whole head hurts, even my teeth.
Let us do it together, shall we?
This guy, he's no good. He's probably gonna get sick and die because I didn't stop and treat his ear. But he's no good. He's a dingus. He's gonna get me in trouble. I know it.
And where do you think you're going, my girl?
We're here to petition the king. Let us pass.
You? Wearing a pair of clogs that my gran would be ashamed of? I don't think so.
Get out of my way, guard. Every citizen has the right to petition the king.
But the poorer sort are generally not foolish enough to exercise that right.
You're talking to the son of the Earl of Shiring. I'm his daughter. If you don't let us pass, we'll have you locked away and make you rot in a dungeon.
Like your father, you mean?
What? You know where he is?
Of course. And you should too, if you're who you say you are. He's in the jail right here in the castle.
How do we get there?
Go left before the gate and cross the yard. You'll need to talk to the jailer, though. His name is Odo, and he's got deep pockets.
Deep pockets?
Well, you lower sort cannot expect any favors for nothing. Better get used to it if you want to survive.
Oh, I've got a knife I can use to shave his arms, I'm sure.
On our way here, we had to stay at an inn. They made us eat peasant food.
Gruel?
Not a pinch of meat.
Isn't there a law against that?
If food's so gross, it should be illegal.
Did you like what you saw, mistress?
Of course not. But my husband seems to be in good health. I hope it'll stay
Meg.
that way.
I hope so too, but you know, nowadays good food is just so hard to come by. Oh, you're so kind. That'll help to keep him fed for a while, surely.
Take good care of him. I'll be at the market.
Will do. Good business, mistress.
What are you staring at?
Your ear. You should take better care of yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
What was that all about?
I don't know, but we have our own problems. So
He
come
got up
on.
early, didn't look for help for his fucking ear.
You're a good horse, and so calm. I can tell the King's men are far better caretakers than the Hamleighs. Are you the jailer?
Your humble servant. What is it?
We're here to see our father. He is the Earl of Shiring.
Is he? Look like just plain Bartholomew to me.
So he's here.
Look at us when we're talking to you.
How much have you got?
We've nothing. So don't bother asking for a bribe.
Then you can't see your father. Sorry.
I have a knife.
Who was that woman?
That'll be 2 pennies.
What?
Ah, gotcha. That's Meg. Her husband tried to trick a fellow merchant out of his purse. Wasn't good at it. Now he's lost everything.
Then where did she get all her coin?
She took over his business, works as a merchant at the market. Funny that she still cares so much for him. I wouldn't.
I'll get you money.
I'll get a penny, and I'll bring it to you as soon as I can. But won't you let us see him now, just for a few moments?
Get the penny first. Shouldn't be too hard. One of you must be worth something.
How is he? Just tell me that, please. Is he all right?
No, he's not. He's dying. Now get out of here.
Are you crying?
Didn't you hear what he said?
Yes, but he was lying. The last time we saw Father, he was very much alive and healthy.
Sometimes I wonder what is going on in that head of yours. So how are we going to get a penny?
We could beg.
Beggars usually ask for food or clothes. I never heard of anyone giving them money.
Well, how do people get money?
The king gets money from taxes, lords have rents, priests have tithes, shopkeepers have something to sell, craftsmen get wages, and peasants don't need money because they have fields.
Apprentices get wages too. So do labourers.
We could work.
But Ali, I can't work like a common man. I'm the son of an earl.
Not anymore. You heard what the jailer said. We're no better than anyone else now.
$32, $33, $34. You sure this is right?
Don't patronise me, Meg.
I just want to be certain.
See? You've nothing to worry about. Your business will be in good hands.
Let me see yesterday's list again.
Oh, we can't
All right.
afford it.
Oh, that's why she was carrying a wagon of wool. She's working.
Excuse me, mistress.
Oh, I've seen you before. You're going to see someone in the jail, right? It's the only explanation why they'd let you enter the courtyard dressed like that.
That wasn't very nice.
What is it?
We want to work.
The jailer refused to let us see our father unless we paid him. Could you offer us some work?
Do you even know what business I'm in?
Wool.
The one that gives
This
out
is a wool
quests.
stall, isn't it?
And what do wool merchants do?
Sell wool?
They have trouble with orcs.
Well, yes, in the end we do, but first we buy it from the peasants. The peasants bring the wool and the Flemish take it away. All I have to do is store and transport it and get the prices right. And that is cheaper if it's done alone.
With some minor help from me, that is.
How about a loan, eh?
Could you lend us some money?
Unlikely.
What for?
We need to talk to our father.
He's a prisoner in the castle's jail.
And the jailer won't let us see him until we give him a penny.
Once you get back to him, it'll be 2 pennies at least.
What are you saying?
Once Odo sees that you really want something, he'll start overcharging for it. In the end, he's just another businessman.
At this rate, we'll never see father.
Could you help us talk to him?
Sorry, but no.
What were you doing there?
Oh, what were you doing at the jail? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
You know, my husband is a prisoner as well. He used to run this business, but he was caught selling underweight. Now I have to travel to Flanders and tell my husband's agents that they don't need to worry. Leaving my entire business
Ned
in
of
this
Flanders.
man's hands.
A wise decision.
A man whose calculations leave a lot to be desired. I tell you what, I will give you enough to pay Odo if you help us count the fleeces inside. Do you know how to count?
I told you my calculations are right. There are 23 sacks.
Yes, we know how to count.
Then go into my stall and tell me how many there are.
Thank you so much. Come on, Richard. Let's do this together.
1, 6, 9, 13, 14, 20. All right, I got it. I'll tell you when you're done.
I count 21. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Bartholomew, you are a cad.
How many have you got?
23.
Are you certain?
I think so.
Please, count again.
What? Why?
To make sure you were right the first time.
Only if you do that too, Ali.
I will.
1, 2,
1, 2,
8, 9,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
11,
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
16. I'm done.
So?
Still 23.
Ah! Why can't I tell him that? I only count
Let's tell them
21,
then.
but there has to be some hidden.
We're done.
Good. So, tell me.
21.
I counted 21 sacks.
What?
Tell me again, Aldous. How much did you pay per sack?
As I said, for mixed quality such as this, it was £1 average.
£1 per sack?
Ah, selling wool is good business. With the coin you have here, this means...
We're 2 sacks short.
The children miscounted.
It seems everyone miscounts apart from you. Here is your penny, girl. If you're smart, you'll find out what Odo wants more than money. Then he might not ask for so much.
What would that be?
What's his arm shaved?
He likes to feel like a good person every once in a while. It makes him feel less like the monster his job has made him.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And good luck in Flanders.
It'll be all right.
You really gave them money?
I can do with my coin whatever I like, unlike you. So don't follow my example.
I won't.
Richard, can you really not count? You sod. You sack of a man. You human waste bin. Synagogue. Wow. See if the Jews will help us. Jewelry.
I don't want to disturb their house of prayer.
Not Christians so they can make a living with money? As in what? They were Jews the first people to, like, save money. Everyone else just donated it to the church. And I guess that's what they said when they said peasants have farms, so they don't need money. Huh. Maybe that's where they get the reputation for being greedy and having Jew gold.
Please, God, please help us find Father. We'd better not linger here. We might run into the Hamleighs. There's no one here to talk to.
Still want to try and get treatment for this ear. The fleshmonger. I think that's what you call a butcher.
There's a man praying inside. I shouldn't disturb him.
Meat and blood. And the fattest rats in all England. Another church, St. Michael's.
There's no...
Why does nobody work in this town? What is the deal? A penny?
Yeah.
Well, that's one for you.
Oh, you son
It'll
of
be
a bitch.
2p if your brother wants in as well.
Are you mad?
Didn't expect that from you. You seem like a
didn't
nice
expect
guy.
that from you.
Why not?
I thought you were a decent person.
Well, I am. But I'm also a very funny bloke. Was just fooling around with you. You can get it for free, of
good
course.
joke.
Have fun seeing your father.
Damn, that is a fat rat. It's blind too.
Who's there?
Father?
Aliena? Is that you, Aliena?
Oh, Father. What have they done to you?
He's a deprived.
It is you. And is that tall young man my Richard?
Yes, Father.
You've grown. Have you got a beard yet?
You could have mine.
Only just. It's still very fair.
Are you both well? How have you managed? Where have you been living? They wouldn't tell me anything about you. It was the worst of the torture.
We lost everything, dude.
After they took you, we lost everything.
I am sorry for what happened to you. Have you found a new home yet?
Nah.
We've been living in the castle. Matthew has been taking care of us.
But you can't live there anymore. By now, the king has probably made that dumb oaf Percy Hamleigh the Earl. But where's Matthew? Why isn't he with you?
Ah.
He was killed by the Hamleighs.
No.
But they did us no harm.
Then what happened to your ear, Richard?
It's nothing but a mere scratch.
Father, we have to ask King Stephen to release you.
No. I swore an oath to King Henry. Princess Maud and her sons will rule. I shall not swear allegiance to Stephen, and neither will you, even if the other parents did. Do you hear me?
Yes, Father.
Stephen is not our king, not mine, and not yours.
Please, Father, please, calm yourself.
A bucket of piss or water? Bucket of shit.
There's water here.
Give Father some.
Ah, I need something to catch the...
We got here a jug. Eat you with that jug?
Ah, I need something.
cracked, but it'll hold for long enough.
Hurry, Ellie!
Yuck. It's awful convenient to have a cell with a water fountain in it, though.
Thank you, children. When the Hamleighs brought me here, I hid 50 peasants on a belt under my shirt. I gave that belt to a priest.
50?
What priest?
I don't know his name. I gave him the belt and demanded that he keep it safe for you. He was near the west gate.
Father Philip, I assume. What will we do with money?
What about after we get the money? What should we do?
Your Aunt Edith lives in the village of Huntley, on the road to Gloucester. You are to go there. Richard, you will be a squire to her husband, Sir Simon. You will learn the arts of knighthood. Aliena, you will be lady-in-waiting to Aunt Edith until you marry.
Lady-in-waiting.
What about you?
Literally just waiting to get fucked.
I will die in this cell.
We won't let you.
You will. And before you leave, I want you both to swear an oath.
We can't leave you like this.
You can, and you will. Richard, pull out your sword. Now, put your hand on the hilt, my son. Swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that you will not rest until you are Earl of Shiring and Lord of all the lands I ruled.
This guy? No.
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will not rest until I am Earl of Shiring and Lord of all the lands you ruled.
Now you, Aliena, swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that you will take care of your brother Richard until he has fulfilled
I swear I will fulfill his vow.
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will take care of my brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
There. Now, you need never come to this place again.
Don't say that.
You have promised to rebuild what we have lost. Today, I will confess my sins, pray for my soul. Now, go.
Richard. Richard, we have to go.
Well, back to business as usual for Aliena. Sit in a room and look pretty till someone marries her. And this guy. He ain't got it.
No. We've wasted too much time on this vile man already.
Percy Hamleigh.
Bishop Waleran. Good morning.
Ali! It's them! Over there! The Hamleighs!
Again, thank you for your assistance in Kingsbridge, my son.
We have to thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Right, Mother?
Of course.
Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
Oh, children, pardon me. Now we're only missing one more.
Here he is.
Wanted pose. Oh no. For the arrest of Aliena and Richard of Shiring, children of the traitor against the throne, Bartholomew of Shiring, wanted for horse theft and possibly treason. Girl, slim, curly brown hair. Boy, meager, short brown hair, missing half an ear. Damn. Delivered to the sheriff of Shiring for a reward of 5 crowns per head. That's 10 if you can count.
Ali! Ali!
Those horrid people are about to talk to the king.
We knew that they would, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Father was right. They are all tied together. The Hamleighs, the king, even the church.
Do you think Father's priest is also in on this?
Well, we'll have to find him first. Then we'll know.
I'm assuming a crown is worth more than a pence, right? So, what's that, like 1,000? Still have a penny.
Excuse me?
Oh, more pilgrims? How wonderful, Brother Bernardus. Does that mean we can now depart for the Cathedral of St. Swithin?
Praise be! St. Swithin will heal my foot. Oh!
And my eyes, Brother Bernardus. Praise be!
But we're not pilgrims.
We're looking for a priest our father met right here, at the West Gate.
It was about 3 weeks ago.
Sorry, my children. We only just arrived here. We are here to visit the shrine of St. Swithin.
Surely St. Swithin will help you with your ear, my boy. Praise be! Oh! Oh! I'm so happy my foot is going to be all right.
Can you see other pilgrims already?
He's probably
Brother
real.
Bernardus? Not yet, Brother Peter, not yet.
I'll look it up. Who is Saint Swithin? Why's he got a silly name? On Google, why you gotta do me like that? Saint Swithin. Anglo-Saxon Bishop of Winchester. Wow, he is the patron saint of the town. Overshadows reputation as miracle working. It rains on St. Swithin's bridge at his feet today. Will continue for 40 days. That's a lot of rain. What do you do though? Charitable gifts, building churches. Feast days July 15th, so it rains for 40 days after July 15th. Emblems are raindrops and apples. I guess he just helped the poor. What a guy. So, should we be checking at churches then, or just know everything?
Handsome young man.
Good day, my ladies.
So well spoken. And look, he even has a battle scar. Like what you see, handsome?
You
No.
can ride two of us, young lord, if you can pay.
Whoa.
Have you seen a priest? Our father met him here at the West Gate. He owes us money.
Oh, you're talking about him.
That's where he got all that money.
What?
He even paid for Mary's dress. He didn't want to at first.
All she had to do was stroke his bald head.
Where is the priest? What's his name?
Don't know his name, but he's a regular at that one inn.
The Boar, close by the North Gate. Smells like piss there. Shall I teach you, love? How to fuck a man? Or a woman?
You can make a fortune with that little mouth of yours.
But in a year, you'll look like me.
Gross. I'm guessing these are Hamleighs men.
This is the place, but it looks closed.
Excuse me? We're looking for a priest who stole our money. Word is, he comes to this place regularly.
A priest? Sorry, dear children, I don't seem to be able to recall anyone who fits that description. But that little stable boy might know. He knows everyone who comes and goes.
Oh, where can we find him?
When he's not working at the Boar, he's doing small chores round town. He's always busy, the little chap. Wears a green cap. It was adorable, I tell you.
With the master pitchfork. That's the west gate. This is the north one. Always around town. Manufactories. Is that what factory is short for?
Well, look at that. I knew we'd find you here. They're here.
It made like the kitchen nightmares sound.
There you are. We've been looking all over for you.
You keep your fucking cheese in a cooler. Stay out of their line of sight and get to Link down here. I guess that means we go all the way down here. Down this way. Like we're playing Commandos. Not actually have control over where they move. Come on.
That's them! Don't let them get away again!
Where is the lamb sauce?
Where are ya? We'll find ya!
Oh boy. Do we just walk straight down Main Street? Alright, I guess that works.
That's what you get when you work with halfwits. How am I supposed to move this barrel if it's twice as heavy as me?
Let me help.
Boy, you equip it in both hands.
Very impressive. Thank you for that. I'm always telling them, if you want me to restock your kitchen, don't let them cram the browns to the brim. So, what was it you wanted to know?
Do you know a monk who frequents the Boar a lot?
The Boar? I used to work there. The Boar, the Lazy Mare, and 2 private kitchens. You're talking about Father Ralph. Thought the women had sucked him dry, but he always comes back with more money. But he only spends it on beer and ladies. Never has a tip for me.
Where can we find him?
He's a priest at St. Michael. One of them churches round here.
Which one is it?
It's close to the East Gate, but don't look for him inside. He likes to light around in his back alley.
Oh, thank you. You've been very helpful.
Pleasure. See you around.
Do I tip him?
I owe those people nothing.
Whoa! You ingrate. I just feel to walk right up there. You the guy.
Are you Father Ralph?
Spending money on head rubs from expensive whores.
What if I am?
Does that mean yes?
I guess so. He's the only monk around.
What do you want?
Well, I am the son of Bartholomew, the Earl of Shiring.
So?
You have our money?
Our father gave you money for safekeeping.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Now piss off.
Looks like your roads have been pissed on, so I don't think we can do any pissing off. Richard, do something stupid, please.
So you're saying there's no money?
Right.
But my father said...
Your father lied then.
We should talk to the sheriff.
It'll be my word against the word of a jailed traitor. And now give me some peace. I'm hungry.
He's right, isn't he?
Let's look around, find some
Keep an eye on him. I'll have a look around.
Fire.
Ah, I've been freezing all day.
You purchased one of these undying fires at Costco yourself? Must cost a pretty penny. Suspicious.
It's too heavy.
Something under there. Maybe just a plank. Very strong beer. Well, maybe I can poke a hole in it.
Hey!
Shank you, beer, you son of a bitch.
Oh, is this yours? Oh, I didn't think a poor monk could afford something like this.
Father's money belt.
Richard, I found it! Oh no! He took all the money.
What now?
Strangle him with the belt.
Where did it all go?
As nervous as he looks, he probably has it on him.
Do I threaten him?
Don't pretend you didn't see, monk. I found this under your barrel. You are a thief.
That strap proves nothing.
You seem very certain of this.
It's a nice belt.
Sheriff!
Where's your belt?
Hush, you stupid brats. The sheriff is a bastard. He'll take everything for himself.
But first, he'll take your hands.
Sheriff or no sheriff, you won't get your money.
Ali, this isn't going anywhere.
Well, at least we know now that he won't call for help.
I do threaten him.
Give us the money.
It belonged to a traitor to the crown. By giving it to me, he paid his debt to God.
We will
Then why
make
is
you
he
pay,
still dying?
you monster.
You wouldn't hurt a man of the church.
You're no man of the church.
You're about to commit a great sin. If we don't get that money, we'll starve.
Start begging for alms, then. You may not know it, but a lot of people live that way.
Give us the money.
It belonged...
We will...
You would...
Give me that fucking money.
I warn you, I have friends nearby.
If you scream, I will show them your beer-soaked belt and tell them what a thieving liar you are.
You wouldn't harm me. He...
What?
You're a devil!
I'm going to cut out your eyes one by one. First, the left eye.
No! Oh, please don't!
Where's the money?
Here, I got it on me.
Been a lot of it, you fucker. Richard, you
Where's
fucking
the
pansy,
rest?
where's your sword?
Gone!
Gone where?
I spent it!
Let's take what we've got and go.
All right. I may come back one day, and then I'll collect what you owe us.
His robe's been
You were
pissed on
wonderful,
again.
Ali. You scared him after death.
Yes, well, now, come on. Father wants us to find Aunt Edith.
Huntley.
On the road to Gloucester, my feet started to bleed. I remembered a cobbler who lived nearby in the town of Hastead who could sell us some boots. But taking the detour would cost us both money and time.
Yeah, I can't imagine wood shoes or anything you're actually supposed to walk in. They're probably just for show. Oh. Buy some boots. Bridges standard issue.
The cobbler was a quiet man with little love for children. When I asked for a pair of his cheapest boots, he stared at me, trying to measure my query's worth. Then he lifted his finger and pointed at a pair that would cost us more than half of what we had.
Bye!
I noticed Richard staring at me as I curled my lip and politely turned down the ugly offer. Then, with my feet still bleeding, I returned to the road, aiming for a shortcut through the forest to make up for wasted time.
Oh, I thought that was like a bluff buy.
In the afternoon, the sky darkened and the temperature dropped drastically. We considered setting up camp to allow us an opportunity to warm our worn-down feet. However, we were already running low on food and would soon need to reach our destination.
If I asked for a cheaper pair, he probably would have charged me more.
Richard had been silent for a while when I offered him our last piece of bread. Uncle Simon will make you a knight, I said. But wouldn't I have to fight for King Stephen then? He answered, taking a bite out of the dry crust. I watched him for a while, then turned away, wondering how difficult our lives had become and how infinitely more complicated.
While we rested, some of your feet won't fall off by the time we get over here.
In the hills, there are a lot of poor, small holdings. We asked a shepherd for directions to Huntley. It's just down the road, he answered. I thanked him and gave Richard a hopeful push.
Somebody raid this house? Jesus. There's no roof. Keep her alive, though. So it wasn't bandits.
It's all burned and rotting. Auntie and Uncle must have left some time ago. Maybe they built their new home nearby. A proper one made of stone.
Stone home.
They always had coin enough for a stone house anyway. Maybe this isn't even the right house.
It is.
How would you know? It's been a long time since we came here with Father. These houses all look alike.
Shut up, Allie, please. They're gone. Probably killed. Whatever happened to them? We will never find out. It's over. There's no place for us to go.
We're gonna clean your ear, dude. Edith and Simon's fate. Aliena and Richard's dead mother had a sister by the name of Edith in the village of Huntley. Aliena remembered a little about her and her husband Simon, as they had stopped visiting their kin soon after the marriage to the Earl, her father. According to stories, Edith was a thin, nervous woman, much like her mother, and her husband Simon was a big, hearty man who ate and drank a lot. This sounds like domestic abuse. Aliena isn't sure she'd recognize them now. Aliena suspected that her father's political uproar had played a part in Edith and Simon's fate, losing their home and pastures and perhaps even their lives. I don't think you'd leave your sheep behind. Those are kind of a big deal. Better shape than the house. Maybe they burn it themselves. Go for a walk in my bloody shoes. Who's this?
Oh, good day again.
Good day. Huntley is just down that road. You can't miss it.
I know. We just found out that the people we've been looking for aren't there anymore.
Oh, that's a shame.
What are you up to, though?
What are you doing?
Getting all the work done. My wife is ill, so I have to do it alone. Needs to be done by nightfall, otherwise I won't get them to Winchester tomorrow. Why are you asking?
We were supposed to live here with our uncle and aunt, but since they're gone, we need to find another way to get by. Do you know what happened to the owners of that burned-down house down the road?
It's not Simon you're looking for, is it?
Why, yes.
A while ago, some knights came to his house, nasty bunch. Burned it down, said he was part of some scheme against the king, like his brother, the Earl.
What happened to Simon and his wife?
Dunno, haven't seen any of them since.
I understand. Thank you.
Can we help since your wife's sick?
We could help you shear your sheep.
Nah, never let a stranger handle your flock. Besides, I have nothing to pay you with. We're penniless.
Oh, that's a shame. Even more down the road, many shepherds use these lands. Oh, like Saxon Meg's stall. Maybe some even came from here. Oh crap. Brought my DPI to a bajillion. Well, it's our lands. We need to get them back. Do I threaten him? Do I threaten him?
No. Don't give up. We will get through this. Come on, pull yourself together.
Leave me alone, Ali. Why don't you go for a walk or something?
Oh, if you're not gonna listen, maybe I should cut off your other ear.
I should leave him alone for a...
Do I really have to exhaust both the options? He told me he doesn't have anything to pay me with. Why would I offer to do more work?
Again? We could take the wool to Winchester for you. You could stay at home and look after your wife while we sell your stock.
Well, that would be kind of you. But I couldn't trust you to negotiate the right price and bring the money back safely.
I'll sell it myself.
What if I bought the wool from you? You'd get the money right now and wouldn't have to go to market anymore. And whatever more we can negotiate will be the pay for our travels.
Well, that's an interesting thought. But for that to work, you would need to buy my entire stock, and I doubt you have coin for that.
Oh, I got coin.
Now, let me get back to work. The sun will set soon.
Slap my sack on his face.
Just name your price.
£1.50.
The guy at the market said £1. And he said that was a good price. So this guy is definitely overcharging.
I want to see the wool first.
All right, have a look.
Let's see. Huh. These fleeces are quite thin.
I put the cheap ones on top, in case of rain.
The ones deeper down don't look that much better.
Well, I couldn't wait for the wool to grow any thicker. My family is hungry and weak. I had to shear my sheep early this year.
All right.
Well, definitely not 1.5. Definitely not any more than 1. I should pay him less than 1, honestly, but for pity's sake, he'll get full price.
I can offer you £1.
That's less than what merchants in Winchester would offer.
That's not true.
You can't expect me to pay as much as a merchant would.
Why not?
Because your stock is shit, mate.
I'm not only offering you money here, but also the chance to stay here with your wife. You wouldn't have to worry about your wool anymore, because that would be my problem then. But it'll only work if I can sell everything for more than I paid you here.
You're smart. Well, all right. It's £1 per sack.
Here.
I'll finish shearing old Mabel here, then bring out the rest I've got. Maybe you also want to talk to the other shepherds around here. They might want to sell too.
Ah, all right. Thank you.
By the way, there's a man looking for you. He came by just shortly after you. I told him you went to Huntley.
What man?
Dunno. Brown scruffy hair, beard, black horse. Could be he rode right past you. That old hut is not easy to find. Shall I give him a message if he turns up again?
Tell him we left Huntley for good.
I will. Now let me get those sacks for you.
I wonder what Richard will think of this.
Fat sacks.
I'm not feeling very well.
Let me see your ear.
Don't touch it. I feel weak. My face hurts so much.
Have you still got some water?
Some. But it hurts when I swallow. What did we do wrong, Ali? Why is God punishing us?
Because you're a dumbass.
We will get through this. If we came this far, we'll get even further. We just need to stay strong and be patient.
But there is nowhere for us to go. We're commoners now. Commoners who never learned to do common work, and we both swore an oath to Father.
It's not that hard to drag
if we
a
don't
cart.
get the Eldon back, we will go to hell.
We are going to sell wool.
We could become wool merchants.
What do we know about wool?
We know from Meg that a lot of shepherds complain about their walk to Winchester. What if we did that for them?
And what about me becoming a knight?
Uber
Uncle
wool.
Simon's not the only one who'd take you as a squire. If we collected enough money, we could pay another knight to teach you.
It might work.
Right? We've had some bad luck till now, but surely not everyone is a fiend. It'll take some time, but we should be able to gradually increase our income. All we need to do is have a lot of patience and pray to God.
Ah, Beardman.
Richard!
Lord Hamley caught me riding the horse you stole from him. He told me before I take you back, I can have some fun with you.
Do I sneak around or stab him?
Get away from him!
Murder. Is he the man who stole the horse? The man's wife said his husband or murder. No. Oh well. Just kick him to death. And you got the fucking feet of Leonidas. Oh well, I thought the fever was gonna get him anyways. And he's a dumbass. Aliena's got this. She a boss bitch.
If only I had run faster. If only I had known how to treat your wounds, your ear. If only I had known how to save you. But how could I have? I'd known as little about the world as you had.
The sword there. That's a good sword.
Now all that remained for me to do was to stay with you. To hold you. until your skin had gone pale and the burning veins clutching your neck had grown cold. I don't remember much of the weeks that followed, until one day I found myself back in Winchester.
We really should have just went to a different town. Still got men hunting us.
May I ask what you're planning to do with all that wool?
We're still using the shitty old clogs. Maybe those boots would have been a good investment. Aliena's notes on trading. To negotiate a good price and make a profit, first dress the quality of the goods. Whatever you can think of, know your goods, and then once the partner is willing to negotiate, do not ask for too much. Asking twice the amount of the initial offer will likely result in a bad deal. Being too humble, on the other hand, will make your goods seem cheap and your offer uninteresting. Well, I can probably sell it for 1.5, right? If that's what the man thought it was worth, even though it's low quality. I think that sounds fair. Suggesting a reasonable price somewhat higher than what you really want is likely to result in a counter-offer and a good deal. Remember, be smart, not only when you sell, but also when you buy. Otherwise, there will be no profit. Big boy. Sample. Oh, your boss ain't around. Hey, it's the builder man. Butthole brother. Monk. That's nice from Ralph. Still don't trust monks.
Mind showing me a piece of your stock? I'd like to establish the quality before I make any promises. Not bad. That's quite some wool you've brought along. I hope you're not planning to set up shop here too. Meg would kill me if I let you.
Just to sell.
I came to sell this wool to you, not to compete with you. It comes from the shepherds near Hamleighs. They gave it to me so they wouldn't have to come here themselves.
I see. All right. I'll give you £1 per sack for this.
That's
What?
how much I bought it for.
Only £1?
Ah, that's a fair price.
It is, but not what I paid.
But that's what I paid the shepherds. This doesn't even make up for the cart, taxes and travelling.
Then you've made a bad business decision.
What?
What? I can't pay for your mistakes, can I? You have to handle that yourself. Say, where's your brother? Did he not help you?
Well...
A Spartan kick to death, mate.
He's not here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I could buy your cart off you as well if you want. 55 pence? What do you say?
I'll... I'll take the wool somewhere else. Shiring, perhaps, or Gloucester.
I'm afraid they won't pay you any more than I can. Maybe even less once they see your battered hands.
Then I'll prove that the wool's quality is worth the price. Just let me look at it once more.
We fuck up.
I've got to work out what signifies high quality. Remember what the shepherd said. Oh, if Richard was here, we'd remember it all. It's from a good breed of sheep, they said. What else?
Submissive sheep.
It's clean, no grease or dirt. It's dry, light and soft. It's strong. The wool is very durable.
Have you thought it over?
Praise the wool. Written in a soapstone. Is clean and dry.
Some sheep produce brittle fibre, but this wool is strong. Its sheep had good, healthy lives.
It's suitable for finer and durable fabrics.
In this weather, some cartloads of wool would arrive damp. I made sure that this is dry and undamaged. It's light and easy to transport.
And customers are hesitant to buy wet wool.
Probably gets all naughty like the cat's hair in the shower. Oh, clean.
Wool is often full of grease and dirt. But this batch was scoured very thoroughly. It's very clean and soft.
Even picky customers would be delighted. That is true. All right. What pricing did you have in mind?
Reasonable 1.5, and that's what I'm trying to get. But then again, he only wants to give me 1. 2 pounds is just too much. He's gonna turn me away, and then he's gonna give me a real shitty offer. But if I ask for 2, he might offer 1.5, but he might offer less. I don't know. This is probably safe. Just give me a little more than what I paid since I bought shitty wool.
£1.10 per sack, then.
Well, tell you what. I'll give you 1.25 pounds for every sack. You've brought up some good arguments. Your wool is exquisite. But not a penny more, all right?
I think you gotta take it.
Yes, agreed. 1.25 pounds it is.
Very good. Just
Worth
so you know,
more than that.
if my mistress gets angry, I'll have you tell her the same things you told me.
Thank you for your business. I've earned 60 pence for each sack.
I know why Meg likes you, Aliena. You're just as ruthless as her.
I must say, that was impressive.
Can I help you?
Forgive me, I didn't mean to barge in, but you are the Lady Aliena of Shiring, are you not?
And who are you?
My name is Philip of Gwynedd. I am the Prior of Kingsbridge.
Ah, I've heard of you. You helped a lot of people after the Hamleighs attacked my father's castle.
We only did what was right. I met your father.
My father knew many people. Not all of them were his allies.
I know. I'd like to invite you to come to Kingsbridge. Our own wool trade has fallen somewhat into neglect, God forgive, but we have plenty of sheep. I am sure we could come to an agreement.
Me? Trading wool for you?
I just get a job.
You wouldn't work
Hell yeah.
for me. You would work with me. I can see that you are not afraid of hard work. I don't know a single novice who would have been willing to pull a cart like that on his own. My friend, Brother Milius, would be delighted to speak with you. He always goes to markets for our priory. What do you say?
I'll consider it.
Please do consider my offer. You will be most welcome in Kingsbridge. It is the least I can do.
Thank you, Father. Not much later, I found a home in Kingsbridge. I remember when I got there, there was Jack. You! I remember you. You're the boy with no father.
Actually, I have 2 fathers now.
Is that so?
Yes. Tom Builder and Jack Sharebug.
And then the days just went by.
That giant just beating down on the house back there.
Little did I know that the best and the worst was yet to come.
You did not knock at your old townhouse, because that seemed silly. You found a place to sleep. Your feet ached from the journey. Definitely maybe should have bought those boots. Confidently swore the oath. You saw your father one last time. You lost Richard. What becomes of the oath now? I'll be the Earl, damn it. The Earl of Sheep. The sheeple. You paid the shepherd £1 for each sack. You negotiated a better price. Made a profit. Nice. Probably could have made a bit more, but oh well. I'm not any worse off than we started. We got a job at Kingsbridge. I think we're about at time. 5 years later, perfect. Time skip. I just need to make a save.
So, you have returned from Rome, Bishop Waleran.
Yes, it was a very illuminating time.
What do you want?
The Pope was very pleased to hear how I, and you, have worked together in the past to support our king.
We did not do it for your church.
He was less pleased, however, to hear about the bargain you struck with the Prior of Kingsbridge.
Why should he care? Once and for all, we will not support you in your personal quarrels. The deal we made with the Priory of Kingsbridge has the blessing of the king.
Of course, and you would never change your mind on that matter. Tell me, has your son returned from the Holy Land yet?
We have not heard from him.
Oh.
Ever since he set out to join that crusade of yours. If he dies, your church will be responsible.
Sure, he's having a lot of fun being a crusader. We're notorious for being fucking awful.
Great mistake.
Rape and pillage everyone because the bishop said all your sins will be forgiven.
Not long now and you'll have a ceiling.
Wonderful. Then we will no longer have to hold our services in the crypt.
We've had a roof up a long time ago.
Paintings for the wooden ceiling and the walls.
Why a wooden ceiling? So the whole thing goes up in flames again?
Damn, Alfred's got a beard now.
Philip decided on that because it's cheaper. And these walls can only hold the weight of a wooden ceiling. I love you like a brother, Alfred, but the apprentice shouldn't have to tell the master craftsman things like that.
Jack, for once, focus on your work and finish it. Just for once. Or you'll stay an apprentice for the rest of your life.
Don't argue again.
Alfred is right. This is a house of God.
All right. Now, where were we?
Just learning
You
to
can
work
start
too.
planning the paintings for the ceiling if you wish.
can we afford that at the moment? We are paying so many workers already.
Father Philip, Tom Builder.
Oh, shit.
Alfred.
Ah, Aliena.
How are you?
I'll be moving my wool to Shiring today. The fleece fair starts tomorrow.
Ah, I almost forgot.
Fair.
Milius and I have already arranged everything. We'd make much more of a profit if Percy Hamleigh had not raised the taxes this week.
Again?
You check out her ass or you keep working. Play it cool, play it cool.
Jonathan, you shouldn't wander off. Stay with us.
Tom is right. You hear?
Fuck. Should've freaking got some motivation, god damn it.
He looks like a real monk.
Omnius Pluvius, nomine patri amen.
Oh, that's the baby.
Sounds like Latin, but it's not quite right yet. We would not have to worry about this if we could sell our wool here on our market.
The king would have to grant us a license for that.
And the Hamleighs wouldn't like that, I'm afraid. They want the taxes from the fair in Shiring.
Don't worry, we'll make a good profit. It's a good year. We've never moved this much wool as it is. Oh, and I have to build a new storage house.
Alfred is a master craftsman now. If you can pay him, he'll help you.
Ah, very good.
If she hadn't a business of her own, I'd hire her to work for me.
She is something. She would make me a good wife.
Hey!
You make me a good wife. I saw her first, you bastard.
Hey, take that back! What? What did I say?
For the last time, stop your quarreling!
Philip, let's look at the plans again. There's a problem I have to discuss with you.
All right.
Take that back, Alfred.
Jack, leave him alone. And for once, finish your work.
And Jack, please keep an eye on Jonathan, will you?
What? Why me?
Does he have the same hairdo?
Finish your work, Jack.
Piece of shit.
That's how it always was. But on that day, I didn't care. On that day, I was going to see Aliena. And I was going to tell her how I felt.
With
and
my
nothing
penis.
and no one would stop me.
Alfred will regret it because we're friends? Question mark. Tom insists I finished my corbel. Right, we are at time, yes, yes, we've gone a bit longer than I wanted actually. That's fine. I need to make a save because my ass hurts. Yeah, we're like beyond what I've played originally, so we're now in like blind mode. Quite good though, isn't it? Makes me want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance again. Maybe we'll do that next. It's really not that long once you know what you're doing. Like, it has a steep learning curve, but I got through it kind of quick on my second try when I lost my save data the first time. So, that's definitely on the table. Plus, I think it's a little niche. Like, I think there are a lot of people who wouldn't play it just because of how, like, weird the combat is and how, like, simulation-y it is. But there's plenty who would love to watch it, I'm sure. So I'll consider that, and then I'll see y'all in a week. I imagine this is going to be like a 4 or 5 session thing. Maybe even 6 if the last section's really long, so we'll see. And yeah, bye-bye world.